Okay, we should be here. I should be here. I am here. Finally. Howdy, everybody. So, we are back with Halo after a week's break for, I don't know, that day that America likes to shoot off a lot of loud things and hopefully remember why we're here in the first place. But, yeah. So, hope everyone's doing well. Let's just go ahead and get this started. I believe we have 3 levels to go. So, should be able to finish this tonight, unless I do something really silly. But I don't plan to. So, there we go. Let's see. Alright, let me just double check a few things before I get started here. Yep. Move this over to the other monitor. There we are. Might as well do this before I get started. That way I'm not pausing the game. That would be semi-professional. Okay, there we go. So, let's go ahead and just resume here.
Look out!
Whoa, what? You know, I think this is where I started, but... yeah, I think this is, because I remember one of the levels does have a hot start. Let me just double check, though. I just want to check the chapter list. But yeah, that does seem familiar, and I think I did... would that be missions? Yeah, there we go. Yep, 2 betrayals right after the library. Perfect. Okay, just want to make sure. You never know. As everything's kind of changed a little bit. And boy oh boy, if you don't know that this glass is here, it's just gonna instantly kill you at the start, which is always fun. So they're kind of far away. Alright, come on, closer. It's just kind of an odd... well, okay. It's kind of working. Jeez, oh man. Okay, fully charged blast should take them out, in theory. Alright, what are you hiding from, buddy? Amazing. One more, and we can get rolling. Sweet. Okay.
We can't let the
well, hey, it didn't kill me.
To stop him, we have to destroy Halo.
So I'm going to consider that a win.
Analysis of the available data. I believe the best course of action is somewhat.
All right, so this is pretty much rehashing one of the previous maps in reverse.
We need to trigger a detonation on a large scale, however.
Yeah, and this is where we just kind of sit back and let them deal with the problem. Whoa, that was
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant.
they were surprisingly bad at handling that.
Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still
Okay,
relatively intact,
easy does it.
use them to destroy Halo.
Ah, these damn needlers, man. Okay, let's try that again.
What's left of the Covenant battlement and see if I can locate the Pillar of Autumn's crash site. If the ship's
This cave is not a natural formation, indeed. Welcome, Vibes Plane Overflow. Can deal with them. It's not really a whole lot of cover. I'm just never a fan of this section. You can kind of cheap shot them, sorta, except they can also just, yeah. Okay.
I'm going to search what's left of the Covenant
I wonder if I can just
see if I can locate the
lead them back here. That might be the best option.
fusion reactors.
Maybe try to blast the elite with this, if possible. Okay, this time he's holding back, unfortunately. Okay. That was, nope. Well, are they really just stopping? Yeah, because there's not really a whole lot of forward cover here. It's kind of... yeah. Gee, I wonder why I was able to dodge that so easily. Well, I mean, that was kind of silly. Okay, there we go. Let's just let our shield recharge. Why not? It's just grunts. It's all grunts. Okay. And a couple of them. You're apparently too dumb to move away from a grenade explosion. But, I'm not going to complain. Trust me. Just kind of do that. Just want to pick up a plasma pistol. That'll work. And okay, good to go. Nifty. Whoa. Look up for 1 second and look what happens. Did I get hit through the... Kind of looked like I got hit through something. Anyway, whatever. Let's just continue. Alright, well, now we get that steady heartbeat sound. Excellent. Jeez. This corridor is all about cheap cover and grenades. Ain't that the truth?
Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still
Not a whole lot of... Well... Okay, there's grenades. There's definitely grenades. It's not a cheap cover thing, man. That's, not really a whole lot there, unfortunately. Wow. Grunt just took a fully charged plasma pistol blast to the face. Okay. Nope, that didn't get anyone. Ah, well, got somebody. Don't have any energy weapons, which is unfortunate because, well... Oh, that stupid needler, man. Okay.
I'm going to search what's left of the
I think I do need to lead him back, though.
Autumn's crash site. If the ship's fusion reactors are still
And the last few times I've done this part was just in co-op, where it's a lot easier to kind of deal with the problem, but this is just not a very good setup. You don't really have the... Well, okay, you have the plasma pistol, which is pretty badass, but they got the elite. They got the... Okay. Well, that's RNG for you. Alright, let's hopefully they'll come a little bit closer. Yeah, that is just giving them the needler kind of feels malicious. They knew what they were doing. Dude, what are you doing? That was some bizarre behavior right there. Oh well, I'll take it. Oh, that is just... Come on. Now I'm starting to wish I wouldn't have dropped the plasma pistol. Okay. Right, let's move. Did I get a checkpoint? I mean, I'm gonna have to listen to this damn heartbeat sound forever, but... if only the needler were better in CE. Oh well, whatever. Let's move. Okay. Man, that's got to be a rough section in, I mean, I did mention I've played through a few levels in Legendary on solo. Way back when. But, that's got to be an interesting section. You've got to just... I don't know. Just kind of trying to figure out how you actually deal with that. I mean, I know there's people that basically do Iron Man runs of Halo, so it's like... I know it's not impossible, obviously. Got him. But yeah, I'd have to I think I'd have to actually look through a legendary playthrough just to kind of know how that would go.
Haven't located the crash site.
Because I have not... Oh, yeah, it's the one where you have to drain the shields, destroy the pulse generators. Okay.
To activate
The memories are coming back.
without the index.
But, anyway,
The machinery in these canyons are Halo's primary.
I would have to probably look up a normal playthrough because, well,
that amplify Halo's signal and allow it to fire deep into
just
space.
very curious what that would look like. I've only really seen speedruns on Legendary,
To calculate
now that I think about it.
So, if we
Alright,
damage
there
or
we go.
destroy these generators, the monitor will
Plasma.
before Halo can be used.
Yeah, I think I'll use that as my secondary.
I'm marking the location of the nearest pulse generator with a nav point. We need to move in and
Alright,
neutralize the
so
device.
hopefully it saves somewhat after this, because that's a little ways to go with this running speed. It's fine. I guess we'll just have to be careful. So, we got, I know I saw some grunts down here. Ugh. What? Man. Okay, there we go. Oh, boy. Well, just clear out this area up here, and then I guess I can just kind of lean on the sniper rifle a little bit. Shouldn't be a problem. It was a little eerie that I'm not getting any music right now, but, you know. It's more realistic. I don't know if that actually... Oh, it did go somewhere. Okay, good. Oof. Alright, come on. There we go. Yeah. You can definitely see the added toughness of the red elites here. It's not too bad, though. Alright, we definitely have a checkpoint now. Well, let's, oh. What do we got? Okay, got somebody. Okay, you kind of walked right into that one. Yeah, it's like a whole... Kind of felt like I wasn't connecting there, even though it looked like, I should have. Hey, Vitan. I am, on, like... Oh, I've got 3 levels to go. So I'm most of the way through it. Alright. Hey, David Jez. Welcome. Hehe, got him. Alright. Also, just figured I'd throw this out there. Vitan is going to be, well, playing / possibly finishing up Speed of Doom this weekend. This is kind of where the levels get a bit on the longer side, so maybe just playing it. But anyway. Yeah, that'll be happening Saturday, 2 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, there we go. Ooh, this is really dark. Why? Found the only gun that matters. Yeah, except the first thing that this map does is throws you into a long corridor. This is really dark. What the hell? Well, you know what? I know a way to brighten it up. There we go. New graphics, baby. Anyway, let's just get away from that nonsense. Oh, make sure you check out Spectre's stream. I don't know, I hear that guy's kind of a douche. But anyway.
Commandeer one of those banshees.
I believe that's a health kit over there. Nifty. Goodbye. That was so unnecessary. I don't care though, these guys are assholes. Have some weird hitbox action. Ah, now they're giving me an explodey weapon. I do like those. Whoa, what? Okay, that feels like bad hitboxes. I don't know. Let's call it a fluke. I don't really know. One shot Nerf 22, so he's pretty cool. That did feel pretty good, I gotta say. Will I play Halo 2? That's the plan. So the, I don't know, this is kind of like something that was sort of unofficially set in stone, I guess. But the current plan is to do, don't run away, coward. But the current plan is to do Halo 1, Mass Effect 1, Halo 2, Mass Effect 2, etc., etc. I don't even know how that started, but it did. Oh, you know, I think it was because someone, probably that pesky Fox mage that keeps showing up, suggested Mass Effect, and I was just thinking, you know, that does seem like a good idea. It was also kind of on the list of possible things. There we go. Possible things to play for the stream that led to this one. So, yeah. It's about Microsoft all the time. You should give Microsoft Bob the respect it deserves. Oh, God. So, I mean, I guess if by giving it the respect it deserves, you mean absolutely thrashing it. Actually, it's funny. One of my old neighbors had, actually had a Microsoft Bob CD. I remember asking him what it was like, and him just saying, "Yeah, it's not worth messing with it. Let's just play Prince of Persia." Yeah, I think I got the tank. Did I? Yeah, I did. I believe. Seems like it. Yeah, this is the problem with the shotgun at these ranges. There we go. I was thinking more along the lines of flushing it down the toilet. That works. Yeah, I don't have a physical copy though. That's the problem. I love how I stuck with 100% SI so far. Are incredibly proud when I beat every map. The start, you're like, well, I don't know. We'll see. That's accurate. I don't know. I guess we'll see if that holds up now. I'm gonna just check this for ammo, by the way. Can't see me coming back to this section, but yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to be moving forward, in all honesty. Because the maps are going to get quite a bit longer, more intricate, complex, etc., etc. But I don't know. I'm hoping I could stick with it. I figure it's one of those things where I would rather take a bit longer. Like, this is why I made the community post a little while ago, saying that it probably isn't going to be a weekly series. But rather take a little bit longer per video and just kind of nail it and stick with that. Yeah. But I guess we'll see. Hopefully it doesn't turn into one of those, like, oh, jeez. Dimensions HMP map 3 things. That took way too long to do. And that was even with using saves. Okay, there's nothing here for me. Let's just... It's gonna take like an hour to get back, back up and down this thing. Master Chief is not the fastest Marine in the world, but... Or whatever he is. He's a Spartan. I mean... And from what I understand, Master Chief isn't really an appropriate ranking for what he is. I don't know. Something military stuff. Yeah, RPG and this thing. I wrote it before you saw it, I swear. Yeah, you probably did. I believe you.
Good. Let's get moving. The nav point marks our target.
Right. So, no, there's no way of just flying straight up. It doesn't seem like... it's okay. We'll just go for it. Yeah, this is kind of a fun mission. Oh, jeez. I could have sworn this thing was better at keeping altitude. Well, you know what? It has big boom weapons, so, that's fine. So anyway, the objective here is we go back into those, fairly nondescript bases that we were in before. There we go. Oh, easy there, bud. There we go. Cool. And then we have to unload our shield generator into these little pillar things in the center. Which, as you can imagine, leaves us very vulnerable. Right about there. Yep.
Objective accomplished. The pulse generator has overloaded.
Fortunately, in this case at least, we actually had time for a shield to recharge. Wait, can I just leave? You could just leave. Oop. That was a lot of little awards. Nice. Alright, well, those guys can just hang out in there for all I care. Bye-bye. Considering Navy SEALs still use enlisted Navy ranks, I'm fine with it. Okay. Well, I mean, you're not technically Navy anymore.
Move out and I'll mark the target with a nav.
Only slightly retired. So wait, hold on. Can I just... Is there any way that I can... No, it doesn't seem like it. It's just a little weird. I'm trying anything to make this thing float in place. I mean, I guess it makes sense. It is in a gravity sort of environment, so you would have to keep moving. It's just, I guess, you know, expectations of vehicles. Like in a game of this vintage, you kind of just expect them to unnaturally float there. But hey, you know what? It's actually kind of a nice touch. Let me go ahead and clear the bridge first. Man. Does suck a little bit when your vehicle is a health bar, but it's okay. Alright, it's another elite down. Yeah, this is definitely meant for you to do this. Stop going that. There we go. Perfect. And down we go. Ugh. Crunch. I always hated flying those. It feels more natural with the controller, I think. So that's one case where I think maybe using keyboard and mouse is a tiny bit of a downgrade, but that's okay. Yes, now the first one was the tutorial. Now we've got a bit more action going on. I think I missed the elite. Well, he sounds angry. Bro. Relax, guy. Yeah, that was not good. Okay. Let's try to actually hit the elites with the grenades. What if I let this go a few steps? Oh, he's still moving in there. I don't know, I might be able to stealth him. Well, got one of them. Could have been worse. So in other news, I've started actually... He ran into it. He actually ran into that. What the hell? Okay, anyway, let's try that again. So in other news, I finally... Oh, yeah, I also have this thing. That seems dangerous. Finally started, like, an actual Elden Ring playthrough. Took me a long time, but that's okay. And yeah, I'm referring to the base game, not the expansion. Oh, boy. God, these grunts are so panicky. Can't imagine why. But been having fun with it so far. I suck at it, but yeah, you know. Just gotta keep grinding and get good, as they say. Yeah, I have it's not my first Souls-like. I have played quite a bit of Bloodborne. I think I would have actually kind of had a shot at beating Bloodborne, but I ended up losing my save like twice, which did not make me happy, believe me. Because I got pretty damn far in like the, okay, that was excessive. I went pretty damn far in the OG PS4, but then I ended up like upgrading to the PS4 Pro, lost the save during the transfer, thanks Sony. Then eventually just ended up getting a PS5, and didn't even try to transfer it because it took a long time when I did it from the PS4 to the PS4 Pro, and it didn't work right. So, yeah. It's one of those cases where Microsoft does it better. Yeah, you know, that's the funny thing, that now that I think about it, the only time I've had like a successful console data transfer, aside from just, you know, remove memory card, insert memory card, which, man, remember those days? But yeah, the only time I really had a successful transfer was with the Xbox 360. Going from an OG model to a Model S, which I still have, by the way. Yeah, funny enough, my 360 is actually hooked up in my living room because, yeah, I don't know, that was a pretty good console. Actually, let's be honest, it's mostly for Rock Band, but hey, whatever. Alright, shotgun is unfortunately running low on ammo, so I'm probably going to have to swap it out for, maybe not have to swap it out. We'll see. Maybe temporarily. Probably going to have to swap over to one of these pew-pews. So are they just kind of letting those flood chill there? The hell, guys? Alright, let's just let them come to us. I can see the dots swarming, so yeah, let's just use that strategy. Gotcha. Nice try. You know, can't blame a dude for trying. You know, it's funny, the yellow elites so far have not exactly had the best showing. One, taken out with a sniper rifle. One, stood there and let me stick him with a plasma grenade. Oh well. He tried. So where did that rifle go? I'm not seeing it. Okay, whatever. Let's grab this, I guess. Probably gonna regret this. Or regret not picking the one up sooner. Gotcha! Right in the groin. It's kind of depressing for him. Got a few more. Nice. Yeah, I'm getting back into this, I think. Well, mostly. Kind of ran myself out of grenades, but, yeah, we'll just go ahead and... Thankfully, these guys are prone to panicking, so, this isn't too bad. Oh, baby. Okay, there were a lot of explosions, and then everything died, except this guy. Simple enough. Yeah, just... Come on, drain my shields. Alright, let's go. There we go. Awesome. We did get a checkpoint, that's good. So, do we have... I don't know, it doesn't seem like there's any bullet weapons, unfortunately. Well, wait a minute. What do we have here? Think that'll do. Nice. Just gonna go ahead and grab all the grenades and stuff that we can. See if there's any out here. I did kind of explode that one guy real good, so probably not. Imagine we're probably not gonna have a whole lot of luck here either. That's fine. Well then. Pistol? Or shot? No, that's not a shotgun. That is not a shotgun. 24 shells in addition to what's in the chamber. Now, where's my old one? It's having an experience. It's gone. Okay, well, whatever. I only had like one shell left anyway. Why, hello, Mr. Foxmage. Welcome. So, yeah. It's okay, I was a little late, too. Had some, like, last-minute work stuff to get wrapped up, and then I kind of lost track of time. But, you know. Typical Spectre stream. So, hallway. Oh, fuck. Alright, well. Bridge part 2, the bridgening. Fortunately, we do have a little bit of a two-front war this time, so gives me a little bit of an opportunity to take a quick drinky of water. Hey, Mealy, welcome. Okay. I don't know in what universe I'm more of a threat than the people actively shooting him, but, well, guess what? Now you've got my attention, bud. Helps if you have the right grenade selected, by the way. Just you know, FYI. Yeah, see, this is where they kind of get you. Now I'm kind of wishing I would have picked the pistol because, well, bridge combat. Oh well, whatever. Just stick over to this side, I guess. Oh, balls. So remember what I mentioned about having the right grenade selected? That all worked out. Yeah, you do have to watch out because those can... Well, they were able to shatter. I'm assuming that's still the case. You know, that incredibly cheap space age alien material. Ow. Now that is actually one thing that I do really like about the way they implement the Flood. They generally only have the weapons that they would realistically have in a given section. So like this section, obviously very Covenant heavy. So they mostly have Covenant guns. Do have a few here and there with, you know, random human weapons, but not as many. How are we doing tonight? I can't complain. Had a somewhat productive day at work. And, now I'm playing video games, so can't really complain at all. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Reneve! Strategic retreat! Oh, great. Now we get to listen to the heartbeat sound forever. Oop. Alright, there we go. Okay. That was exciting. So, I know I heard one of them in there with a shotgun. Oh, I picked it up. Good. There we go. Finally. Now wondering where I should use this thing for. I'll figure it out. Hey, J.I. Bonjour. Ooh. And more physics freaking out. Excellent. Most entertaining. Yeah, unfortunately you can't just knock them out in one shot. I couldn't remember if you could or not. Oh, what's up in the PM? Got it. Nice. This is still going on. I guess it does make sense. It is kind of very similar to Bonjour, but it's different enough. English first language, not gonna lie. Ah, well, I mean, got one on me. English only language. Unless you count, like, you know, C#, basic. You know, a little bit of assembly here and there. There's not really that much of a reason to retain foreign languages, unfortunately. So that also kind of makes sure that there's not a whole lot of avenues to learn one that we actually like, especially in like the Midwest. I mean, I'm sure if you were on like the southern borders or like the east or west coast, you'd probably get a decent amount of, well, actually I know I lived on the East Coast, but you would get a decent amount of mileage out of Spanish, which I do know some. I have retained some of it, even if I can't really trill my R's at all, but hey, you know what? I try. Thoughts on the Halo shotgun? Been playing Doom 3 and don't understand they messed up the shotgun so epically. Yeah, Doom 3's shotgun, they just made it. It's so stupid. They made it so that it was just a close range weapon. It's horrendous. This shotgun is... Well, let's see. Let me just stop that. Spread's exaggerated, but it's not nearly as bad. The regular shotgun at that range, like... well, let's just say there wouldn't be that much spread. Like, shotguns are surprisingly tight up until around, like, oh, I don't know. Maybe like over 10 meters. So maybe that's about right. I don't know. Feels a bit loosey-goosey to me, but... yeah, I don't think this shotgun, like, it's powerful. It's good for close range. Could be a little better at medium range, but it's fine. Better than Doom 3's, in my humble opinion. Okay. I don't know what happened in there, but, you know, they can have it. Just start talking to people entirely in SQL. Or SQL, if you prefer. Oh, boy. Now that would be like a second language. Possibly third language. Got that pistol action going on. I really do want to save that healthy thing. Alright, well, fortunately, these guys don't seem to be able to break glass, so that's kind of nifty. C# is an enharmonic, oh my goodness, enharmonic for D flat music. Any other usage is blasphemy. I don't know. I'm going to show my bias here. It's pretty much my preferred programming language, so as for me, I will allow it. Although I think it is a little bit unfair to call it merely a semitone above C. I do like C. It's just kind of fun to mess with, but whenever I do anything serious, I just prefer to just do it in a managed language. That way I could spend, like, more time... excuse me. I could spend more time on just functionality rather than just, like, basic shit. Assuming the Doom 3 shotgun's intended, it actually gives a reason to use other weapons, like the plasma rifle, chain gun, rocket launcher, and even the SMG. Yeah, but at the same time, they went a little too far, I think, because it kind of gets to the point where your, like, workhorse weapon... I mean, it's kind of like the opposite problem of Doom 2. Where your workhorse weapon just becomes the machine gun. And generally speaking, unless you have a special, like, use case in mind, there's not much reason to use anything else. So, I don't know. I think if they would have maybe aimed it more towards, like, you know, maybe tightened up the spread a little bit, I think that would have been fine. I think generally the purpose was just to, I don't know. I don't really know what the purpose is, because even using it just as a pure close-range weapon, actually... Oh yeah, insane RNG, you did mention that. Yeah, because that's... One thing I found with the shotgun in Doom 3 is it's less reliable killing an imp than Doom's shotgun. And that has, like, technical limitations that make it a bit of an issue. So, I don't know, just seems a bit unnecessary, I guess. Dude, really? I'm the one you're shooting at? Okay, well. Guess it's gonna happen if you get down. Oh, no. Kaboom. We got a boomer. Oh, jeez! Actually, did not do as much damage as I was expecting, but then again, I'm not on Legendary anymore. Alright, that's good. Point blank shoot the low tiers, and it does nothing. Yeah, that's I think the main issue I have with it, because I mean a lot of Doom 3 is very close range, but it's just kind of, it's just not very well implemented, I don't think. But I don't know. I'm kind of in the camp where I always felt that Doom 3 was a bit of a missed opportunity in, well, many ways. It's not a bad game. I don't think it's a great game. Even if you kind of ignore the, even if you kind of just take it out of the action genre and kind of lean it towards, like, survival horror, I don't think it really does a great job. Ooh. Okay, what do I do about you and you? I don't know, I don't really trust myself enough with this weapon to, well, this weapon. Better just throwing the shotgun at them. Yeah, pretty much. Get ready, my bunny. Get ready, my bunny, for the night. Yeah, that whole ass thing, not working out so well. Because Master Chief doesn't really believe in hauling ass. He just kind of believes in... I don't know, I guess... I'm heavily biased by, you know, classic Doom. But this is more like just like kind of a casual trot to me. Oh, jeez, that would have been absolutely deadly on Nightmare, yeah. Okay, well now we get the heartbeat sound again. Yeah, but we made it, so... I guess I won't complain too much. What's going on over there? I don't know if you can hear that madness that was happening in the left audio channel, but... Or that mess on the radar right there. As he just goes out and checks it out. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm good. Let's just move. Onward. So, it's so tempting to throw a grenade right now. I'm not gonna. Just throw yourself into my shield. These guys are basically like head crabs if head crabs exploded after hitting you. Okay, which is to say, well, okay, they're also much more numerous in number, which... Excuse you? Mind the explosions, please. Okay, thanks, etc. Can I climb through this? I don't really need to, I'm just really curious. It's kind of looking like no, though. Blah, okay. And there we go. Do we have any other big guys? Better question, do I have a health kit? I would really like one. Although at least I'm on... Again, at least I'm not on Legendary. That way I don't have to think too hard. Okay, I would have really preferred it if you didn't open that window. The mucus flow is just the library done well. But I don't like the mucus flow. I respect some elements of it, but yeah, it also has some pretty just ew sections too. That being said, it's one of those things I didn't really like the experience, but I'm glad I played through it. Oh, just hit me, thank you. Okay, there we go. Oh no. Oh no, not this bit. Oh yeah, we're here again. Basically playing through Mission 6 in reverse. Using a randomizer. And with our shield randomly draining occasionally when we go over to those overload sections. Yeah, when people say that Halo's levels are a bit repetitive, pretty sure this is probably what they're... I didn't know you could do that. I know now. But, you know, you'd think that the Covenant would have designed their elevators a little bit better. Holy shit, guys. And new graphics just... I mean... It's a tube. The more I look at it, though, the more I appreciate the old HUD. Way more than the new one. I mean, look at that. It's just sterile. These guys are still raining down. I don't really... Is this ever going to end? I don't really trust these guys to... Oh, jeez. Okay, good. At least they do a little bit of splash damage for each other. Okay. And, cool. It's just the very low-key music coupled with that slow heartbeat sound from me being on 1 pip of health. It's very exciting. Alright. Hello. Hey, thank you for the grenade. Appreciate it. Nice. Can I just leave? I'm assuming I can find the... Ow. Ow. Okay. What? Oh, right. Isn't this the, Yeah, that's right. Some of the melee attacks have a really bogus range. Forgot about that. Well, those guys do run a little fast. I was just kind of running in a straight line, so... Okay. So, and that is this one that I have to overload? Kind of doesn't look like it. So yeah, I think I just need to find the way out of here. Alright, now that I'm not getting thwacked repeatedly, I could probably do just that. Now... Okay, that's where I came in. I think. Do the arrows... Are the arrows reversed at this point? I don't remember. Just give SPV3 a try. It's like knee-deep in Z-Doom for Halo 1. Huh. Interesting. SPV3. I don't think I've ever heard of that. Is that like a Halo mod, or is that for Doom? I'm starting to think that I... Yeah, right, because this is the part where I'm going backwards through the base, so I am going the opposite way. Okay. I'll just have to keep that in the back of my mind, because, I mean, it makes sense, but, and it is, I guess, realistic, but, yeah, I don't know. I don't want to go against the arrows. Can you imagine going against the arrows on a Sandy Peterson map? That'd be just tragic. Where was that? There was just basically a little hole in the wall with a little thing. This is actually where the slower movement speed really gets me in this game. Oh, MCC. Oh, okay. Oh, geez, like the original Gearbox version? Or wait, oh, MCC. Master Chief Collection, derp. Okay.
Okay, let's take care of the next pulse generator.
Okay, there we go. I am vaguely aware of what Custom Edition was. That was just the, pretty much just like the multiplayer only thing for PC way back when, right? A little bit of, I guess, dogfighting as ghosts. Never hurt anybody, right? Holy crap. You know, it's a good thing these things are somewhat fast, like faster than the AI, as long as you can keep up your circle strafing. Yeah, there we go. And fortunately, it kind of looks like the hell was, oh, that was the tank, right? There we go. So I don't really want to go down there yet. I do want to check it for items, but no. Yeah, I'd rather use this. Of course you're gonna do that. I'm really wishing I still had that sniper rifle, but that was from way long ago. Feels like forever ago. Ugh. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to use the gotcha. Don't think I'm gonna be able to use this on the tank. Not at this rate anyway. My weapons aren't really promising. I guess I can just do a little bit of a drive-by. Man, it's amazing how much better the Ghost got when they added boost. Okay, I got one of them. No, you bastard. These really do not turn on a dime, that's for sure. Which, I mean, they're vehicles. They have momentum. It's fine. It's just you never really have the opportunity to use the Ghost all that much in this game. So it's like... It almost feels like every time you get one, you have to relearn it, unless you play a lot of Halo. That's probably a different story. Dude, stop getting in that thing. I mean, I guess it's good, because it's basically like boats in Minecraft, where, heaven forbid you are a mob, and there's a boat anywhere near you. Just kind of go around the long way here. See some chat, I'll get to it. I'll get to y'all soon. Damn it, I don't know what to shoot at. Uh-oh. Losing control there. Could just kind of do this. Yeah, it kind of seems like if you do the patented Pumpkin Man horseshoe maneuver, this actually works. Nice. Let's see, that one guy's got a charged plasma. Just basically need to make sure that doesn't hit me. I mean, if I need to take out the tank like this, I will. No. That was bad. That was bad. That was horrible. That was, oh, goodness gracious. What is even happening right now? Well, our Ghost has seen better days, that's for sure. I think I got a little too greedy with my approach there. Yeah, they're hiding. Kind of wondering if there's no obvious sniper rifle. I mean, there could be one in those little, like, alcoves, but yeah, I don't know. Hey, look at that. They're actually remembering where they last saw me. Hello. Oh, you little... Why is the tank more maneuverable than the freaking Ghost? Okay, that was just long distance, but that first time was a bit inexcusable. Okay, there we go. Alright. Don't really have good weapons for dealing with elites right now. Not from this range, anyway. I mean, I've got the boom, but I don't want to use the boom just yet. I think I kind of want to deal with that jackal first. Yeah, you. The guy with the chargeable pistol. Got him. Alright, what about you? You want some? Okay, thank goodness. Alright. Alrighty then. Hey, Protostar, welcome. Okay, it's much more limited than the MCC versions in terms of tags. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Halo modding, so I've never really gotten into that. I just knew it was possible. Oh, well, more ammo for that, I guess. Nifty. And that would have been sniper rifle ammo. Yeah, holy crap. 12.7 by 40 millimeters? That's a bit nuts. I mean, it makes sense. The thing's like a freaking super duper anti-material rifle. Wait, 12 point... 12.7 millimeters. Yeah, that is pretty big. Okay. Actually, not as big as I'm thinking. Would that be around 50 caliber? Kind of seems like it. I don't know. Boomer shooter, ain't that Galaga. Alright, Halo's sluggish compared to Doom. Never get used to it after playing 90s FPSs. Yeah, especially on Nightmare. course, then again, at least with Nightmare, you're mostly dealing with fast, like, cracked out enemies, not so much, you know, crazy player movement or anything, but still, this game definitely has a very different sort of, very different vibe to it. Just saw one viable strat for circle strafing. Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah, the AI can't really keep up with ghosts, thankfully. Fortunately, those guys are too small to just run over. At least with this thing. This weird floaty thing. Yeah, 40 mil. Yeah, I know. 40 is the length. Okay, so that's like 50 BMG short. That's a really weird caliber. So, yeah, it's basically just like a little bit over twice as long as a 9mm. It's... yeah, I don't know. I don't think they really thought that one through too much, but that's okay. It's a fantasy gun. Really? I do kind of like how he yelled heads up. That was actually kind of adorable. Yeah, actually, let's see. Yeah, 40mm. That'd be just same length as an AK round. Gotcha. Got you. Fuck. Nope. Just trying to slow down. I'll slow down my horrific descent anyway. Now, well, that's one thing that's kind of nice about this is, oh, piss. Thought I got you. Did I get you now? Are you good? We good? You sure? Yeah, I think we're good. Wow, that was, oh, that's right. This game does keep spawning decals. That's a lot of body juice. Or like none of it on the new graphics. What the hell? What? Okay, that's weird. The ghost sound just stopped playing. Well, hey, we went into stealth mode, I guess. Okay, well. Oh, it's back. Nice. Right, so what to do about these guys? I mean, we do have this. I could just do one of, these. I was hoping I'd hit that. Nope. It's a little awkward. I mean, I guess... oh, hey, wait. No, we got this. We got this. Everything's fine. We've got the ultimate anti-grunt weapon. If those bastards stop moving... yeah, I'm not putting on a very good show here. It's fine. So I'll just get these guys with this thing, and then... ugh. They're just like... I'm pretty sure they just know... well, maybe not. I don't know. God, these guys are annoying pricks. What happened to that guy? I'm so confused. Whatever. Let's just get our shotgun again. Reminds me of the manga artist who got tired of people saying a hero fired too many between reloads, so invented a fictional gun to give them so no one would know the mag size. You know, that's actually a pretty good idea, honestly. Bought System Shock for the Xbox One. Got any tips for me? Oh man, I can't even remember the last time I played System Shock 1. Don't give in to the AI Overlord, I guess? I can't talk. AI Overlord. There we go. It's actually a game that I've had System Shock 2 for a while. At some point I need to really get on that. biggest problem is when it comes to games like that, I am an absolute wimp. So, God, this thing is just terrible if you don't have another player. I know there was that Banshee back there, but I just let me out of here.
You haven't destroyed the cluster.
Oh, right.
Find a Banshee and fly to the location marked by the nav.
I'll get there. Them giving you a Warthog in this section is just a cruel joke. Just like them basically insta-destroying my Banshee. Perfect. Dude, what the fuck are you doing? This is... Okay, this is getting a little stupid. Yep. Alright, well... You can't get right into the Banshee, because otherwise it'll be instantly down to, like, 1 HP, so, because for some reason, these, Covenant peeps really like to defend their... Oh, what is going on? Crap, I can't even. Anyway, for some reason they like to defend their vehicles. I can't imagine why. Oh, jeez. I'm pretty sure my car would probably handle better in the snow than this thing does. What? There you go. Jeez. Alright, let's let our shield recharge real quick. Come on. There you go. You did it. GG's. Oh my goodness. What the fuck was that? Really? Oh, for the love of God. It was a Banshee mating dance. Definitely felt like it. Wonder if Brutal Halo exists. It almost feels like it'd be cathartic. What? Why did it turn... Okay, that time it just stopped on a dime. Like, it just ignored the ice physics. Or snow physics, or whatever physics we've got here. Nope, nope, nope. Other side, other side. I know I could run over that turret. Oh man, this thing is driving like complete ass right now. It's fine. It's fine. Get in the fucking vehicle, come on! Thank goodness, alright. So, yeah, there we go. Now, I guess let's just keep going, I guess. Holy crap. So this is a bit nuts. Dot wad. Oh, it's like nothing feels fast enough. You're kind of just like sort of almost at the mercy of just... I mean, I guess it does reward setup and planning, but my goodness. So to me, it almost feels like with this game, if you end up in a bad situation, there's nothing you could do about it. You just kind of... You have to just sort of ride it out until the checkpoint. Well, until the checkpoint. What? Are you fucking serious? God, the driving controls are bad. Anyway. And oh man, this vehicle's... I mean, it does have a high center of gravity, but come on, man. That was a little ridiculous. At least I was in a fairly quiet area, I guess. Alright, so, in before these guys just whip a grenade at me. Screw you and your turret. Epic jump. Not gonna lie. Alright, so, do you really want to deal with that Banshee? But, this is probably a mistake. We're gonna try it, though. Except I can't really aim this thing up very far. Okay. Alright, that worked. And I think I'm going to just deal with the tank on foot. It's like a puzzle, you know? Just kind of... It does work out, eventually. Just have to, I guess slow down a little bit, that's all. And then deal with things that are just kind of shooting at you from angles that you can't even aim at. Or how? Wrong grenade. Still worked. Okay, I'll take it. It made no sense, but it's fine. It's just like the Rufus fight. Yeah, that was so badly designed. And I'm saying that as someone who beat it on like the 3rd try. Fuck you! That's literally a lol, you're dead. How did he even get the thing in there? I was like intentionally going right up against the mountain. Oh, you prick. Alright, whatever. These guys are dead. Good. This thing's just... Didn't realize the other Banshee's activated. Yeah, it starts the area off with 2 of them already activated. And that is like, I would say one of the... Alright, knock that thing out of the equation. Watch the vehicle flip around for 15 minutes. Okay, cool. Oh my god. Stop. This is like where the vehicle physics really work against you. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't seem to me like the Banshee should be able to just slam into the ground at high speed, but... Oh, seriously? Just... Should probably wait a second. It's mostly because I know that if I try to get in the Banshee, I'm basically going to be starting with like 5 HP, if that. I can't really tell if that tank is able to hit me. Got him. Fuck you. Okay. Fallen Aces. Not sure I've seen that. I'll have to look at that. Oh my god, get off the rock. Alright, so ground level is going to be basically dealt with. Ground level plus plus, I guess. Okay, one more, maybe? Got it. Okay. So, your move, freak. Or maybe mine. I don't know. Good action dive, though. Pretty good form. I'm not gonna give it a perfect 10 out of 10, but, you know, it's at least a good, like, 7 or 8, I'd say. What? Did he just forget I was there for a second? Okay. Alright, fuck this. I actually completely forgot to deal with these guys. Does it have a zoom? I don't remember if this has a zoom. Yeah, it does. Okay. How did that... What is going on here? One of them's down, I know that much. Mm-hmm. Where are you? Right there. I'm getting angry. Yeah, got him. Okay. Right. So, I don't really want the Needler. I think for a secondary, I kind of want one of these. There we go. Perfect. And I have no idea if, let me just take a drink real quick. No idea if it saved a checkpoint. I wasn't really paying attention. Either way. There it is. Okay, that's good. Okay, hear me out. Halo Horde mode. Oh boy. Well, that just sounds scary. Yeah, see, that's the problem with having craft that aren't very maneuverable. Because then it just becomes a matter of who manages to get on somebody's tail first. Like, that's all Banshee combat is in Halo 1. Is pretty much just whoever gets behind whom. I mean, the ground forces, that's a different story entirely. And in fact, I'm going to have to basically just dive down here. But yeah, like this Banshee has literally no chance. Just, yeah, I don't know. I seem to remember somebody mentioning that the vehicles in Halo felt rushed. I think I saw that up above somewhere. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'd have to agree. It really does. Aerial combat was better in Halo 2. Oh, absolutely. Yeah, when vehicles started actually getting like their own proper mechanics, I guess. Like really, it's pretty much like vehicles are very, I don't know. You definitely have an advantage in cases like this, but excuse me, if it's like vehicle versus vehicle, then yeah, it's just not gonna really, it's never gonna end well. Mostly because there's not really that much of a skill element to it. It's like I said, it's mostly about just whoever gets into position A first. Is there another? What? No, I don't want that. Is there any way to put that on like two separate things? Okay, yeah, this one is a full Banshee. Good. Got him. What about you? Okay, there we go. Oh, I see you over there, you son of a bitch. Let me just very slowly back up in midair. That's how physics work. So I saw you trying to charge up a plasma pistol. What were you thinking? Alrighty, so in we go. I think, is this the last one? I really hope so. I mean, the whole like rehashing environments thing is bad enough, but this isn't exactly the most fun way of doing it. That did not get anybody. Now I'm sad. Alrighty, well. Yeah, this definitely has, shotgun would probably be a little better if it had a little bit less spread, although I don't know. It's one of those intricacies of game design. You don't necessarily want the weapons to be 100% realistic because sometimes that can make them dominate more than they really want them to. Shotguns are pretty rough, just by their very nature, because they're such versatile weapons. Okay, here we go. Beam, take me! Yeah, and this is where it gets a little nasty, because... Yep. It intentionally has the enemies that don't really do a whole lot to your shield. But they do a lot to your flesh. Your delicious, delicious flesh. Nope, nope, nope. There we go. Ah! No, you have a missile launcher. Okay. I saw that. Why do you all have missile launchers? I mean, I guess it does give me something to pick up, so that's kind of cool, I guess. Ow. Stop getting up. You're not a Quake zombie. Damn it. Okay, there we go. Okay. Oh, shoot. Where... What the hell? I was hoping to have the thing that makes earth-shattering kabooms. Does not seem like it's around here anywhere. Yeah, it kind of... I think when that one guy fired his, although I don't know why his didn't drop. Might have glitched through a wall or something, but... yeah, oh well. No explosion for us, I guess. Let's do a quick, just skim through this real quick, just for loot, but I think we basically got all of it. Don't believe there's any health or anything, so... Which we're doing okay. It's Fallen Ace's E1C3 is this great crusher device, and this defend wheelchair guy against hundreds of goons event. So naturally I dragged them all into the crusher and they all jibbed. It was glorious. So what kind of game is that? Is it like FPS, roguelike? Well, probably not roguelike if there's like episodes and chapters, but because I don't recall ever, you know, I have a web browser. I have a functional web browser. Alright, come on. Oh, Windows, you just bring the thing back. There we go. Okay, yeah, FPS. With a really cool visual style. Yeah, I'm liking that cell shading. Almost... Is this like Build Engine? I mean, it gives me a very Build sort of vibe. Or possibly ZDoom. I don't know. Yeah, it looks cool. The day without jibs is the day without sunshine. Accurate. Moth and Flame. Yeah, it's just... It almost has like a bit of a noir vibe to it. I mean, a little brighter than your traditional noir sort of thing, but... Yeah, I got your stereotypical gangsta with a Thompson. And of course, you got sharks. Jeez, oh man. In terms of visual style, this almost looks like what Borderlands wants to be, but can't really pull off. Oh man, that is nifty. I do love the stuff that, oh, nice well rod too, I think. Although it looks like it has an ejection port, so... Yeah, it's modified. Whatever. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. Oh, overwhelmingly positive. And it came out, oops, the other day. I will have to check this out for sure. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah. I also need to get through Sulaco at some point. Just haven't really... I've had other things to do. Oh, God. Right. This is the mission where you literally have to just revisit everything. Okay, that's fine. I mean, this game went through so much development hell, I kind of get it. But yeah. Okay. No. Well, they can do it, so why don't I do it? Funny, this thing seems a lot more maneuverable when they're using it, doesn't it? And again, they prioritize me over the flood. It's fine. It's fine. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. Not anymore. I got over it. I got better. That's a lot of metals. I should probably mention, for anyone who hasn't played the original version... Okay, just fucking die. There. Good. For anyone who hasn't played the original version, those weird medals on the left side that are kind of underneath Chad, I guess. Those were not in the original game. It's very much like a Master Chief Collection exclusive thing. Scoring system, same deal. I think you can disable it, but I just didn't. Oh, you bastard. Oh, that was very close. Alright, well, I'll just take this. And somehow my Banshee is not... How? They stuck a grenade to it. How did it only take 1 health? Or does it just not take health when there's no vehicle, or when there's no driver? Because that sounds hilarious. Oh, cool. That's great. I literally couldn't see that until the last... Fuck you. Until the last minute.
I located the pillar of autumn. She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin.
Okay.
Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered up.
And down we go.
Systems on the pillar of autumn have failsafes even I can't override without authorization from the captain. We'll need to find to start the fusion core detonation. That tunnel leads to the next section of canyon. The final pulse generator we need to destroy is through there.
Yeah, it's like you can kind of hover if you hold back. That's about it, though. Alright, well, this is basically a death trap, so we're just going to go ahead and leave this kind of back here. There we go. Do not really have the range for that, aside from this. Wow, that was the ultimate cool guys don't look at explosions moment. GG, Flood. How'd you get back there, prick? Okay. Oh, Steam Workshop support. Did they mention what engine that's running on? Because that... I don't know, it kind of feels like it could be a retro engine, but it's hard to say, because, I mean, you could pretty much make anything look like anything. Like, oh shoot, what was it? Like how, Dusk very much looks like a Quake engine game, despite being in Unity. Just all in how you program your, shader pipelines. Jesus Christ. Is that even dodgeable? I think I literally just need to be in the Banshee and just spam that little hallway with secondary fire.
She put down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy
Probably have games with deadly weapons and no movement speed. Just, I don't know.
That tunnel leads to the next section.
Feels like it takes some of the skill out of it.
We need to destroy is through there.
It's like, well, guess I'll die. I don't know. Maybe I'm just too used to Doom. I don't know. I'm probably just too used to Doom. I just like being able to, like, if I run into a problem with Doom, I like being able to actually solve it. Whereas in this game, it kind of has that whole, like, oops, I ran out of fuel. But it's 5 minutes until it lets me reload. Whoops. Depends on what you're fighting, I guess. It's not necessarily a bad thing to have a game that requires a bit of strategy. I don't know. Just a bit easier to adjust to if you play it more often, I suppose. Where the... Right. I really wish those little jumpy things would stop absorbing my rounds. Alright. There we go. Come on, everybody. Hit my shields. Break yourself upon my body. Okay, that was weird. Anyway. Hey, Abonki, welcome. Yeedy? Rogan? Oh my god, remember Age of Empires? How did that not kill him? What? Is this not showing the point values? Because I'm pretty sure I killed something. Yep. Wow. Yeah, he hits... Fuck you. If he shoots the ground, you're Deep breaths. Much as I love doing like the same thing over and over again in video games. I guess that's basically this level in a nutshell.
Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still powered.
Yeah, it's like if one of those guys just shoots the ground near you, you're just dead. There's nothing you can do about it. And he comes around the bend like it just need to find like a... Oh my goodness, just need to find a decent way to take him out quickly, I guess, but unfortunately, I do not have my, I don't have a missile launcher because, well, I guess I should probably search the corpses a little bit more thoroughly. But yeah, it's like I tried to pick one up, but it just sort of disappeared. It's back in one of those like little base sections. Well, I mean, this works, I guess. I mean, one solution is to maybe... And I tried to kind of do this. Didn't really work out, but... Sort of like rush forward with this. And then like, just like lower if I see him firing the missile. Because this thing does drop pretty quick. My goodness. I finally got to crush something. Yay. Can't you just ram them with a Banshee? The guy with a missile launcher? He fires like the second he sees you. Yeah, that's really the problem, and it's a one-shot kill no matter what. He either explodes your Banshee or he hits the ground right next to you. He did actually... I'm trying to force this thing to save a checkpoint. But, yeah, what I'm trying to do... Well, okay, after I do that, come on. Save a checkpoint, please. For me. For me. Porque. But yeah, I did actually manage to get him to shoot over my head once, but then I just couldn't kill him in time, and he just got off a quick second shot, because, you know, why not? I wonder if it'll save a checkpoint if I get rid of all these guys. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let that happen. No, there's definitely something alive down there. There's something alive in here. Okay, I don't know how clearly that showed up for you guys, but that one flood just jumped into my Banshee and died. I don't think it's gonna save a checkpoint. I think I'm basically just... Okay, well, here we go again, I guess. And the other thing that was kind of... Oh, wait. Just one of those little shits is alive. There we go. There's still just random things showing up on the radar. I wonder if that's... Okay, just... Come to me, my darlings. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and contest that one. Even if it's not a big deal. I don't see anything alive. Wonder if I fly it back up there if it'll force a checkpoint. I just really want to do that because, I mean, as fun as it is just clearing the same corridor over and over again, only to have something whip around a bend at 5,000 kilometers per nanosecond and instantly blast me with a rocket launcher. I would like to actually progress. Also, those speed figures might have been a slight exaggeration. If if I just fly back over here? Being in the air seems... No, the thing is, being in the air is not a good idea, because this thing does not fly quickly. I already did that. He just instantly blasted me the second he rounded the bend, and I really had no way of avoiding it. I mean, just to give you an idea, like... okay, hold on. Like, it really can't strafe. I mean, you could kind of... The only real option you have is just to let yourself fall and hope you fall fast enough. But yeah, he will one-shot the vehicle. Already happened. Yeah, vehicles in this game are just not that good. I mean, they're alright, but you're a bit of a sitting duck inside of them. Yeah, that's pretty much what happens. It's really hard to... Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay. It is really, really hard to see from that distance who has the missile launcher too, so even like focus targeting him doesn't really work.
Down 1,200 kilometers upspin. Energy readings show her fusion reactors are still...
This is just not a great section, in my opinion. What if I just fly? Is that gonna work? Nope, they're just immediately gonna change targets. And they're all going to end up shooting Master Chief. Oh, he missed that time. Alright, fuck you. We're just going. I don't know if this is the intent. Just stop. Stop. Just stop. Good. Oh yeah, and this is their thing to make sure that you can't bring the vehicles further. Well, at least that was an option. As long as you stay up high enough, I guess moving just sort of works. Yeah, the Destino, just leave. Yeah, don't engage in shooting in the shooting game. Which, I mean, to be fair, in a three-way combat scenario, kind of makes sense. But at the same time, I don't know. This does not feel like a very well-designed segment. It's more of like... I don't know, it kind of feels like death should be earned in games like this, as opposed to just stuff like that just seems like a haha you're dead sort of thing. Like, I can't see anybody, unless they do it by complete accident, I can't see anybody avoiding that missile launcher guy in the first attempt. Maybe try looking like less of a protagonist. Yeah. Oh god, Halo 2, yeah. There's a reason why I have no intention of ever playing that game on Legendary. I mean, even if I do suddenly become a Halo YouTuber and just, you know, get good, as they say, I have limits to how much bullshit I can take, and one-shot kill snipers is very much a bullshit mechanic. I mean, yeah, they're doing the same damage that you do, but at the same time, they're more numerous, and there's a reason why we're playing as the main character. It's so stupid. It's so fucking stupid. Why do they give all the Flood missile launchers? I'm pretty sure it's a one-shot kill on any skill level. Anyway. Yeah, so, sorry, my voice has been a little fucky-wucky lately. But, it was surprisingly less noticeable in the Nerf video than I thought it would be. But, anywho, one-shot kill snipers, why I love Stalker. Yeah, but that's Stalker, though. I mean, this is more of a power fantasy FPS. So I was gonna say before I got interrupted by just randomly eating a missile is just... You'd expect one-shot kill sniper rifles from... I don't know, like if you're playing Rainbow Six, for instance, then yeah, sure, that makes sense. It fits in with like the TAC-2 RPG thing. This is a sci-fi FPS where you play as a super soldier. Why the fuck are things one-shotting me? I mean, I could understand one-shot instantly bringing down your shields. That makes perfect sense. You sit on all of the BFGs, oh my goodness. But, yeah, I don't know, it's just... I think it's more of just... More along the lines of just not reading the room. In some ways. maybe focusing a little bit too much on like realism. Hell, even like in cases like Mass Effect 1, like getting one-shotted with a Krogan with a shotgun, it just... For me, that feels fine, because, I mean, it kind of fits the RPG thing. It's like, yeah, usually you just got outmaneuvered, plus you have an entire squad kind of helping you. Counter-Strike has the op and it's intentionally miserable. Oh, I know, trust me. I used to play Counter-Strike in a previous life. I actually played it when it was still a Half-Life mod. I'm old. Yeah, it was kind of a neat game. I enjoyed it. I did play some 1.6 in Source as well. I've never played any of the newer ones. Then, of course, Action Quake, my beloved. My boy Prancer and I would always just attack servers. Okay, we tried. We did our best. But hey, we were on 56k. There was only so much we can do. I did have some really good memories of that, though. It's probably one of my favorite, like, multiplayer-focused mods. That and the original Team Fortress. Team Fortress 2 never really grabbed us, unfortunately. But hey, you know. It did for you. Thumbs up. More power to you. It's kind of felt to me, like, when it comes to Team Fortress 2, like, I really enjoyed grenades as a mechanic, and just some of the various class abilities, like the detonators as the medic. Oh, this section, right, yeah. The section where you just kind of sit back and let it happen. And then heavens help you if you have to reload, because it's going to take an hour. Also, there's a Banshee. Big surprise. Okay, just hit me, please. 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 Thank you. Good. See, I don't know. I haven't played a multiplayer shooter in so long that I'm not really sure if I enjoy them at this point. I don't know. I do mostly stick with single player, mostly just because I don't really have free time to just learn all kinds of games. Like, Doom is probably the closest I'm gonna ever come to, like, I guess you could kind of call it game mastery. I don't know. That, and I do enjoy my rhythm games. Not even Quake multiplayer. Well, back in the day, I mean, not so much nowadays. I mean, I'm royally outclassed when it comes to Quake. I was good in 97. But yeah, it's just a lot of time commitment. Gotcha. I do like Quake multiplayer though. I had a lot of fun with it. That was actually my first ever like online gaming experience. Like, I played a little bit of like you know, Doom co-op and such, just over a serial link. You know, a couple 486s. And Quake co-op the same way for that matter. But yeah, like the first actual like multiplayer against other people. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. There we go. So I think one thing to also note is just how much the meta has changed over years. I don't know if I can really call it a meta, but God, this area is trivial and heroic. My goodness. I remember this fight being an absolute beast on Legendary, but anyway. Yeah, like, you know, Quake Deathmatch is just one of those situations where he who moves the fastest basically wins, basically dominates the arena. And I mean, if you really look at how movement tech and everything has evolved in the Quake games, yeah, that's it's actually kind of absurd. It's like one of my favorite YouTube channels is actually Quake Speedruns Explained. I mean, very, very chill presentation, and it's showing off some fucking amazing gameplay. Like, legitimately, if you have not seen his stuff yet, definitely check it out. It's just zen, pretty much. And then just, I don't know. Seeing what bee-hopping ended up becoming is just inspiring. And I know Deathmatch isn't going to be like bee-hopping around the map, but still, it does factor in. Especially when you kind of look at what Quake 3 Arena players have done over the years. My goodness. Oh, fun gun. Another fun gun. So many fun guns. I like it. So, wait, no. Yeah, you know, I'm running low on shotgun ammo, so this, in that context, makes some degree of sense. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Dave. Well, I can't say never. I think the issue now is that I'm not 16 anymore. So, you know, full-time job, mortgage payments. Hell, I mean, realistically, like, even, like, YouTube content creation, I mean, it's basically... I've taken a bit of a break this past week or two, but... There we go. Taking a bit of a break the past week or two just to sort of decompress a little bit, but pretty much between projects. But yeah, I mean, it is basically like, oh, he had a missile launcher, holy shit. But yeah, it is basically a part-time job that doesn't pay very well, but I have a lot of fun doing it, so I don't really mind. So yeah, it's kind of amazing just when it comes to, well, I mean, I guess it depends. I mean, I could just sort of step things back. I'm not complaining about it, believe me. Just, let's get that out of the way right now. Not complaining about it one bit, but it is very time consuming, and I figured it would be, but I don't think I expected how much of a time investment it would be when I first started. Oh, jeez. Yeah. Got caught on that. Oh, hey, good checkpoint. Thank you. But yeah, it's, I've moderated my, time spend a bit better than I used to, but, like, before, it was to the point where some weeks I was spending, like, probably 16 to 20 hours on YouTube, which, I mean, that's, like, fast road to burnout when you're already working a full-time job. But I've kind of like lowered that down to about probably 10 weeks. 10 weeks. I work 10 weeks in a week. Oh, fuck. Still alive. Let's just leave. Let's just leave. Okay. Let that shield recharge. But about 10 hours a week, roughly. That's what I spend now. Which, I think is about right. For hobby sort of thing. Oh, God. Stop humping the rock. Thank you. This is like entirely too many tanks. No tanks. So I just need to not run into things and we'll be fine. Yep, I did watch Civi's Max Payne video, which was pretty good. God, Max Payne was just chef's kiss. It's just so funny when you look at like the genre when it was about that age, because I mean, I just really did not see games like that. Well, I mean, it was basically the first of its kind in a lot of ways. And I can't even say that about stuff like other games I love, like Deus Ex, because I mean, that very much wore the System Shock influence on its sleeve. But yeah, I mean, Max Payne was just wholly unique, and oh, you fucker. And actually, with Max Payne, I remember with that one being pretty hyped when I saw it in PC Gamer way back when, because I mean, seriously, just looked awesome. But when the demo was finally released, got one of them. When the demo was finally released, I remember installing it. I think it was a PC Gamer demo disc, actually. Yeah, because I would have probably still had dial-up at the time, which... So yeah, demo discs were very, very much mandatory. Oh, fuck you. Turn around. Pretty much played through the demo, which was the first level of the game. And then... So I think I was old enough to actually work at the time, I want to say. I think it was 2001, right? But pretty much, like, went to the store and bought a copy of the full game and then beat it that night. And it was just mind-blowing. So, yeah, pretty awesome game. It's a shame it requires a bit of voodoo magic to get it working on modern Windows, but, you know, it is what it is. Windows 9X was a bit of a strange beast. Ooh, easy there, bub. For some reason, I don't think the strategy would be... Oh, what the fuck? Who put that rock there? I don't think the strategy would be very viable on Legendary. Where are you? I mean, I know you're invisible, but... Yeah, I actually forgot about that little ambush. Oh, goodness. So, pretty sure there's another ghost back there. Let's just go ahead and swap out to that. Maybe grab one of those health kits, even though I'm only down 1 pip, surprisingly. Yeah, there we go. There we go. There's another ghost. Just enough for co-op. Perfect. Oh god, are we still in this mission? We sure are, buddy. What else do we got here? Mixed opinions about Civi's quality. It depends on what he's talking about, I think. I think he's actually better off. Well, okay, well, one, I'm not saying you're doing this, but I think people took the pro thing way too fucking seriously, which is why he doesn't use it anymore. I don't know. I thought it was kind of a nice cheeky nod, considering his character in universe was kind of supposed to be an egotistical asshole. But speaking as someone who's, I don't know, pretty decent at stuff like Doom, I mean, I'm alright, I guess. It is really frustrating to see him use the BFG wrong. So, I don't know. It's like, I think he does have the chops, like in terms of just like, you know, if you want to say like retro FPS cred. But, you know, it's just, he's a variety YouTuber, you know. I mean, he's not like G-Man, where he's an egotistical prick and always thinks he's right. And refuses to admit that he's wrong, like the whole, like, Unity Doom video debacle. Like, the infamous, why can it not play simple mods like Brutal Doom? Okay, bud. I mean, I don't think you have to be any sort of Doom expert or even software expert to realize that Brutal Doom is not a simple mod. Anything that changes the experience that much. Oh, these guys are dying. Slowly but surely. I can't believe this is working, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I'm basically on a razor's edge this whole time, because if I fuck up once, these guys are just gonna instantly annihilate me. And these invisible guys can, well, do what that guy did. I think they are getting hits on me, but I don't know. Again, surprised this is actually kind of working. I probably shouldn't say that until the fight's over, but you know what? The jinx has already happened. The cat's out of the bag. Okay, got the farewell, good hunter. Since I started playing Elden Ring, I've been just randomly thinking about Bloodborne, which is... I mean, that's a vibe. There we go. Okay. Pro Deus Ex Wednesday. You know, it's funny you mention that, because I was thinking the exact same thing. I'm really surprised he hasn't covered Deus Ex. But, yeah, I don't know. He was a scrub at Chaser, but he still has, but he has some skill. See, you know, that's the other thing, too. when it comes to Civvy is I think he is willing to own up to being shit at certain things. Like, I mean, he's made references to... I've never actually seen the Chaser video, but, you know, he's made references to it, basically calling himself a scrub. And even just, like, dropping things like, and I suck at blood. Learning that Arcadia was fake was a bit disheartening. Yeah. Yeah, understandable. Katie, you bitch! Yeah, I don't know. I don't take him too seriously, and it kind of lets me enjoy him. Some people I think do. Like, I've seen people just incredibly butthurt over him calling the old videos like pro such and such. And here I am not paying attention to destination markers. Lol. Welcome, Fireblue. And yes, Legendary is indeed a cakewalk. Almost as much as getting 6 rings. Good stuff, good stuff. Oh, hello, gentlemen. All my... Oh, geez. Yeah, let's just ditch this and not move because Master Chief is not very quick on his feet. Okay, I know there's health there. I'm gonna get it, I swear. The fuck? What in the world? Is this me or did I take damage before it drew the laser? Kind of seemed like it. Oh, confused. Yeah, so, that is actually a reference. So in my previous, in my last stream, some rando ended up like just dropping some elitist comment like Legendary was a cakewalk. Like, so yeah, we're just making fun of it in Discord. No. Hey, got him. Neat. One more. No. Ugh. Always felt the rocket launcher in this game was a bit too big. What are you talking about? It only takes up like a third of the screen. Oh, well, hey, got him. Neat. What am I even doing right now? I mean, there is a shotgun right there that would probably be a little bit more appropriate than this in tight space. Did I get 'ems? I think I got 'ems. Nifties. Never had a game where I was just that good. I'd say Doom is probably the closest for me at this point in my life. Which I think is a pretty good game to focus on, honestly. Just feels like there's no real end to it. There we go. So the MCC is co-op Legendary and Halo 1 or 2 still reset you if a player dies. Halo 1 never did that. Halo 2 does, and I'm pretty sure it kept that up in Master Chief Collection. Oh my goodness. Shot low, like 3 times in a row. Come on. Wow, these guys are not obnoxious at all. What? Excuse me? What the fuck? Okay, I'm ready to go back and get my rocket launcher. Alright, well, let's go ahead and do that, I guess. Really? I think the game just, or the level just ends in that last room. My god, this has been such a slog. Alright. Okay. Well, we still have 5 shots total, so yeah. To quote the protagonist in Brutal Doom, "Go fuck yourself!" At some point, I do need to just do the DoomTuber thing and do a Brutal Doom stream, just for the fun of it. Maybe when I hit 2K. Yeah, so if you want to see, if you want to see Brutal Doom, get me up to 2,000 subs. I mean, I don't hate Brutal Doom, so I would not be opposed to doing that. Okay. Here we go. Oh, what happened there? We released Rev Hallway as WOD, and someone replies, like, yet another WOD with no story and bad gameplay. We ragged on the guy for having a silly take. I'm going to get this thread closed. Holy shit. Some people take the internet way too seriously. Okay.
Let's get out of here.
Project Brutality is better. So I've heard, but it's not as memey, if you will.
No, that'll take too long.
You have a better idea?
There's a teleportation grid that runs throughout Halo. That's
Okay.
why Halo moves about so quickly. I learned how to tap into the grid when I was in the control center. Unfortunately, each jump requires a rather consequential expenditure of energy.
Something tells me.
Sorry, had to stretch.
But I'm pretty sure I can pull it from your suit without permanently damaging it. Needless to say,
Oh, Cortana.
Do it.
Oh, Tech War, yeah. And it's bad, but I mean, it has William Shatner. Welcome to Capstone. Alright, 2 betrayals. Nice. See, that's the thing with Capstone games. I'm kind of like, Civvy kind of made a good point on it, where it's like they were really trying to make something. And, oh, I did see the Matrix level. It was an experience. But,
their leadership.
well, I saw it in Civvy's video, because that was my first exposure to Tech War. I think the only Capstone game, oh my god. The only Capstone game I'd played up to that point was Corridor 7. And, I mean, it was basically just Diet Wolfenstein. And then I found out that it gets a lot worse as you go on, so, that's fun.
The implants are intact.
Yeah, Witch Haven was, I think, one of those cases where they were actually trying to do something interesting. Well, that, and I guess Tech War, when you really oh yeah, forgot about that part. Yeah, Tech War kind of did that too.
I see. The coordinate data needs to be... Right. Sorry.
I did actually really, that's one of the things I really miss about Bungie Halo, is just the fun little banter between Chief and, oh, shut up, Keys. But anyway, the fun little banter between Cortana and Chief. Because, I don't know. It's again one of those cases where I think that 343 is just an overall downgrade. Because, I mean, they kind of made things a little too serious. Which, I mean, you gotta have bits of levity, but when you have, like, Cortana going rampant in one of the most bizarre ways imaginable. Like, I thought it was bizarre even before I played Marathon, but then when I kind of realized what Bungie's idea of rampancy is, it just made it worse. It's like, this really just didn't do their homework, did they? I don't know, just... The 343 one's never grabbed me. Like, I really have no intention of playing Halo 4 and up in this series. I'm not even sure if I'm going to play the spin-off titles, to be honest, because that's just going to be a pretty big time investment.
Analyzing damage. This hole was
I don't know.
kind of explosive.
I
If it tore through the ship's hull.
think Halo's a cool guy. He shoots aliens and doesn't afraid of anything.
We should continue.
I don't know. I think I prefer Metroid. Metroid's a badass. Oh, fuck. What in the world? Oh, right. That was intentional. Intended. There was a medikit over there. It's weird. Okay. Maybe that was meant to encourage you to jump.
Here and find another way back aboard the ship.
Or not. Maybe I just never fell before. That's hilarious. Well, thankfully, impact compensation. Alright, there's a flashlight in this game. Yay, flashlight. It's barely doing anything, but it's here. Yeah, it turns out this game has kind of a shit flashlight. At least in this environment. Yeah. Okay. At least there was a checkpoint right there. So these guys are tanking bullets like nobody's business.
Let's get out of here
Just-
and find another way back to
Oh my goodness. Fuck off. Anyway. It's just one of those things that makes you realize just how much better the shotgun is. And how just weak and underpowered the assault rifle is. Oh, that's another thing I miss about Halo 2, is the BR. Alright. Really ready to turn on the lights. This area's just too damn dark. So the flashlight has an effective radius of like that. So, I mean, I could see 5 meters ahead of me. I can't see shit right now. Like, this is kind of ridiculous. Guess I should have kept the flashlight on because it was better than nothing, but... yeah. It's not much better than nothing. Well, you know what? Actually, I have a full screen flashlight. Jeez, this is how you know this area is dark. Is the, even, like, with the enhanced visuals, or the new graphics, this area is dim. So, there you go. Anyway. God, that's bad. Halo... wait, AR is a mid-range weapon for a game with very little mid-range? I don't know. I mean, it's situational like all the other weapons in Halo. But then again, it's like you have this, which is, in theory, a mid-range weapon. And it's pretty shit at it. I mean, it just does no damage. Like, that's the thing with the AR, is at least hits count for more. You know, it feels like more or less an assault rifle replacement than anything else. And it's good for what it does. I mean, look at that. One shot with a shotgun. I mean, granted, they were already a little weak, but still. Yeah, it's either like one shot with a shotgun or more than a mag of machine gun ammo. It's just so many of those little shits, I think. Nothing more unsatisfying than a mediocre shotgun. Ain't that the truth? That was actually one of the things that I thought was a little bit of an interesting inversion about Fear. Which, granted, I mean, it does fit with the aesthetic, don't get me wrong, but one of the things that I thought was interesting about Fear is that the pistols sounded so meaty in that game. Like, to the point where I actually think that that was probably the only satisfying weapon sound. Okay, the shotgun was badass too, but, yeah, just like with the pistol, so you get this massive boom, which, not exactly realistic, but you know what? In a game that's pretty much all about, like, first-person gun fu to some extent, yeah, it just works. Doom 3 had a great flashlight, but then again, they had to get that right. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine if they didn't? I'd say it's one thing that's funny about Doom 3. The character models looked really plasticky. But, my goodness, like the world lighting and stuff like that still largely holds up, I think. Yeah, I don't know. I do remember when they were showing off... excuse me. I do remember when they were showing off the original, like, prototypes of it, though. Which, if I remember correctly, happened... I'm just gonna let my flashlight recharge real quick. But... Almost there. Almost. But I think it was at like WWDC or something like that. Like it was at one of the Apple things because yeah, I don't know. I mean, they did equip Power Max with GeForce 3s, which was pretty much the target card, so it kind of made sense. And they did make pretty good workstations. But I just remember like seeing the demo of that, and it was just ridiculous because you'd never, I mean, you always had baked lighting. In fact, it's funny, a lot of modern games still use like baked lighting to some extent. But Doom 3, if I remember correctly, like literally every light in the game was dynamic. I don't think there was any baking process whatsoever. I'm just searching for loot, by the way. I know I've already been here. No, I didn't use grenades. Oh, piss. Where'd you come from? Stop that. Stop that. Don't get up. Stay down. No, you too. Yeah, I do agree that Doom 3 is the black sheep of a series. It's just kind of, I don't know. That's really when, I guess, it kind of was a little bit more clear that id was losing its soul. Not to say that Carmack hasn't worked on, like, you know, decent games before, just as a solo venture, but yeah, I don't know. It just kind of felt like Carmack's Engine Factory. And the thing that was unfortunate about Doom 3 is that really not a whole lot of games even used that. It was just Doom 3, Quake 4, and I think Prey? Holy crap, what is going on? Why am I getting kills? Everything's exploding again. Oh. I couldn't see what happened. Legitimately. Like, this has got... At least it saved a checkpoint. Oh, is it just literally raining things down on me? Like... God. Get enough of that shit in Minecraft with creepers. Which direction am I facing? Am I going... Yeah, I'm going back. Okay. It just kind of loops around. I got it. I understand now. First GPU I purchased, a PC I built with, was the GeForce 3 Ti 200. Nice. Trying to think of I think the first... As far as like the first 3D accelerator I purchased, that would have been a Voodoo 2. The classic. I can't even see anything. Like, this is just... I imagine one of those guys threw a grenade, but... I mean, it's just... The visibility is not there in this section. Okay, there we go. Yeah, Voodoo 2 is a game changer, because I was using... I actually was using an integrated 3D Rage Pro in that system, and that was a bit shit. It was okay. I mean, it just didn't have enough VRAM. But my progression went something like, 3D Rage Pro. This is not even including, like, 2D graphics cards. I don't really remember any of those outside of our old Hercules card. But Voodoo 2, 12 meg, of course. After the 2 meg Rage Pro. Then after that, I think I went to a ATI Rage Fury, 32 meg. Then probably I think I went right up to a GeForce 4 MX 440, which, I don't know, wasn't exactly the greatest choice, but it was what I could afford. So, I got my money's worth out of it, I think. Then at some point in time, a buddy Prancer ended up upgrading, and he ended up giving me his old GeForce 3. Which I still have, and I'm still using it in a system. So that was kind of fun. GeForce 4 was slower than 3. Not true. The MX was. The MX was more or less a buffed up GeForce 2. But the GeForce 4 Ti was... it was more powerful. I think it depended on the workload, but I think it had more shader units. Which really was probably more important. Yeah. I don't remember exactly, but I know the GeForce FX was a shit show. And that was where like ATI ended up becoming kind of a force to be reckoned with. But yeah, I'm just gonna kind of let those guys do their thing and just pick off whoever's left. PowerVR, an interesting tech, but Microsoft refused to give them good direct. It's not on Microsoft though. If they're not doing something that's compatible with DirectX, then I mean, because their cards, the PowerVR cards were very different at the time. They weren't as weird as like the what was it called, the Verite or whatever it is, which was essentially just like a coprocessor board, more or less. Which one could argue is actually the first graphics card with a programmable pipeline, but that was a bit too far ahead of its time. But yeah, it was, I mean, there was just a lot of uncertainty with where the industry was going to go. I don't know how that didn't explode that guy. PowerVR is still around to some extent. I mean, it kind of forms the basis of a lot of mobile chips, but yeah, they were kind of a small player. But yeah, that was the thing with that, is that, I mean, like, you have like the experiments with quad rendering and stuff like that. I think I actually have to go down. I think these guys are just going to spawn endlessly. Bastards. I think the Covenant's dudes are basically gone. But yeah, it was just one of those things where some cards just were not capable of rendering in the way that would ultimately become accessible. I mean, cards that did were generally supported by everything to some extent. I mean, hell, even the Rage Pro, for as kind of mid as that chip was, still got OpenGL support because it supported the stuff needed to get it running. But I think that's one of the... You could almost blame 3DFX for that, I think. Maybe saying blame is a bit too strong of a word, but the thing with that is that they kind of swept in and took over. Ow, fuck you. They kind of swept in and took over with an API that was largely... Okay. Well, you know. Okay, we'll just let them clear things out. But, anywho, they swept in and took over, and their API was more or less based on OpenGL, so they largely dictated where things would go. That's what I was trying to say.
The ship's reactor should already have gone.
And yeah, ARM GPUs. Like, if you look at, I don't know how much of what we're seeing now, like from Qualcomm and Apple, I don't know, and Samsung, let's not forget about them. I don't know how much of their GPUs are based on PowerVR tech, but I know like the older iPhones, for one, they used PowerVR GPUs. Obviously a far cry from the ones that we saw in the 90s, but yeah, they were there. Melee, okay, I'm back. What are we talking about? We are talking about nerdy shit. Dude's just tanking sniper shots. What the fuck? Maybe I should just pick this up first. What? Wow, he was like right on the cusp of death. Starting to think I should just take the pistol, not the sniper rifle. Yeah. Yeah, see, it's... yeah, they were doing tile-based rendering, but see, that's the thing. Like, even the, those rendition chips, the Verite... I don't know how to pronounce it. It's like Verite or Verite... I don't know. V-E-R-I-T-E, and there's like a accent somewhere. But, I mean, those things were basically just coprocessor cards, which essentially made it so that they performed like complete ass if you threw OpenGL or DirectX workloads at them. However, that technology would ultimately be far more similar to like generalized shaders like we're seeing now. So it's just one of those cases where you know, it might not have been practical back in the day. They were definitely ahead of their time. But yeah, it was ultimately something that wasn't going to work out at the time. I think things were just a lot more simple. And then again, you know, the 3DFX dominated landscape didn't help things at all. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, I'm not really entirely sure how, like, I don't really know the extent of PowerVR's involvement at this point. I imagine they're still probably the basis for a lot of stuff, though. Verite. Okay. Yeah, that sounds about right. I'm gonna go with that. I was just trying to remember where the accent was. I think it's on the last E, in which case, yeah, that does make sense. Yeah, it was really interesting stuff. In fact, it's funny, but thing of Spectre betting on the wrong team, but that was actually when I was looking into 3D cards, like when they were first becoming a thing. That was the one I was looking into. Ultimately, I'm glad I ended up just, you know, by the time I got into that market, I'm glad that things had already been resolved and we were already doing the whole 3DFX thing. Because that would have been a big waste of money. Oh, both of them. Shit. Super fancy. Okay, this is starting to feel like a major battle of attrition and... Ow, my shields and health. Okay, there we go. How many of these guys are there? Hope this isn't one of those cases where they infinitely spawn until I actually proceed. Okay. Somehow I did not die. The cheat is not dead. Holy crap, this is... This is war. Except I seem to be the only one representing from the USMC side. Oh my god, I just want these guys to just break themselves upon my body. That way my shield can recharge. Oh, there's one more, but I think I could safely ignore one. Really? He waited until my shield started recharging. But hey, at least we got a checkpoint right here, so can't complain too much. Okay, down here. I don't know why, I do not remember this section. I mean, in all fairness, that could be because this is around where the game just kind of blurs together. Okay, I thought there might have been something behind me. What? Holy crap. Okay, there we go. I do have the pistol. I have a pistol. Right. Why does it feel like the Needler is more effective against me than anybody else? Feels bad. Ooh, what a way to die. Being, like, bisected by your own energy shield. It was supposed to save him. Okay, just let my shield recharge, please. Okay. There we go. I don't see much hardware innovation in the world anymore. I think it's largely because they're generalizing everything. Because, I mean, when you look at modern graphics cards, ever since the programmable shaders kind of started becoming a thing, it's more or less them just throwing a bunch of fast general purpose hardware at programmers and letting them figure it out. It's mostly just, like, I think all the hardware innovation at this point, speaking as somewhat of a hardware layman, mind you, like, I know my way around it from a user perspective, but not from, like, a design perspective, but it seems to me like a lot of the real innovations are stuff that you don't see. Like, it's not like hardware transformation and lighting and stuff like that where you really see a huge improvement in frame rate. Stuff like that. I would say the most recent, like, consumer-facing thing that we saw was hardware ray tracing. Which, even then, that's technically something that, like shader units could have handled. Just not in a very optimal way, obviously. Really? Trying to unstick that one dude, and these guys are just interrupting me. Don't interrupt me. Okay. Just wait. Like the waiting simulator. Yeah, definitely most functions have been migrated onto the CPU and GPU. And the main reason for that is, again, it's one of those things that you don't see. The more tightly they integrate that stuff, just the faster the system gets. I mean, that's one of the reasons that... That's actually one of the main sources of performance behind, like, the Apple's M series processors. I mean, yeah, they're good cores, but at the same time, a lot of that stuff, you know, like unified memory, basically throwing everything onto one SoC, you know, finally, it kind of allowed them to just sort of hyper-optimize the architecture, because the shorter those traces have to go, the faster it's going to be. And, you know, Intel and AMD, I mean, it's not to say it's an Apple innovation or anything like that, but, like, Intel and AMD have been basically doing the same thing. I mean, one of the reasons, I think it was the AMD Athlon was one of the early examples. I think it was the first x86 chip to integrate the memory controller onto the CPU die. And as a result, you ended up seeing much better memory performance on AMD chips compared to Intel chips. So, yeah, it's, I don't know. Tis what it is. Unfortunately, that also means that some companies like VIA and stuff like that have kind of been strong-armed out of the industry. So, I don't know. There's
Should be able to get into the ship's control room.
it's equal parts good and bad, and I mean, of course it's one of those things too where, yeah, like you said, it's not really as fun anymore because you don't have the level of I guess competition that we used to. That's why it always kind of kills me when people just say, oh well, fuck Intel, let's shut them down or something like that. I hope they lose everything. I'm like, no, you don't want to have one dominant power. Yeah, it's just you can't trust any company to handle, like, an actual monopoly responsibly. I mean, look at cable companies. Oh, sorry, that's an oligopoly. Fuck it. Basically, effectively the same thing, but... I mean, hell, for all we know, they could be just already in the middle price fixing things. Who knows? I mean, even with GPUs, I mean... Yeah, it's another big company, but I was excited when we finally got Intel as like a third party in that space. Okay. We're along until AMD and Intel go with HBM2 or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting to see. So we haven't really had a major switch up in memory technology in a while. I think probably the closest thing we've come to that was when the game systems started using GDDR as like main system memory. But even then, that's just more or less an evolution over just DDR. So, I don't know. I think the closest thing we've had to a revolution was Rambus, which that went well. Okay. Fuck's sake, man.
Look in the corners. The flood
Intel cards are still playing catch up. Well, that's the thing with that. I don't know if they're really playing... I mean, they're playing catch up in terms of drivers, definitely. But I actually kind of think that they're a bit of a leader when it comes to cost performance, because from what I've seen... I mean, granted, it's a bit variable because driver issues, plus the fact that it doesn't really have native, like, DirectX 9 support. It's all being done through translation. So you get a little bit of variability in older titles, but in terms of like what you get for the cost, seems like a damn good option. I was actually kind of considering getting one of those for my Linux box, but from what I understood, the ARC drivers were still a little bit sketchy on that platform. So I just wound up going with the Radeon. Oh, piss. Over here scratching my beard and you're interrupting me. Bought anything other than ATI AMD since 99-2000. Ooh, you are dedicated. Yeah, I've been kind of back and forth on them, mostly on NVIDIA, but you know, it's whatever. Anymore, I mean, the driver quality is about the same. It's I don't know if it's more that AMD's gotten better or if NVIDIA's just gotten worse, or maybe a combination of the two. I don't know. I am going to be starting to experiment with Linux gaming on my main gaming PC though, because to be quite honest, I'm fucking tired of the bullshit that Microsoft is pulling lately, and I just really want to seriously explore alternatives. Just like shit between like Recall, the Recall, the fact that they're starting to do stuff like enable OneDrive sync by default without asking permission. You know, that service that's or I should say the sync implementation that's been actually proven to or not proven, I don't know if that's still a thing, but on at least 2 occasions in the past. Oh my god, that is so fucking annoying. But yeah, anyway, in the past it has led to data loss due to just a general lack of competence and responsibility. So I'm kind of at the point where I'm getting tired of it, and I've been messing around. I have a Framework 16 that I'm running Linux on exclusively. I run Arch, by the way, and had to throw that in there. You gonna get up? Or did I kill you twice? I don't really know. But I've generally had success with everything I've run on Proton, and I don't really play very many multiplayer games, so I think it could work for the most part. Yeah, I'm on 11. Pretty sure 10 won't even install on my CPU because they started locking that stuff out. And I mean, here's the thing though. You refuse to use Windows 11, but... And this is the part that, the other part that annoys me about modern Microsoft. Before, they used to have, like, pretty long support windows. I mean, look at how long XP was supported. Just as an example. Windows 7, same deal. And, they used to support their products for quite a while. But now, both enterprise and commercially, barely anything. So you're gonna be, I mean... I still have a Windows 10 box. I refuse to upgrade my Rhythm gaming machine, for instance. There's no real need for it, but the thing is, if you stick on Windows 10, you're going to be running an insecure OS. And with the amount of market penetration that Windows has, it's going to be a fucking nightmare. Like, I just kind of think it's going to be like a similar situation to when XP dropped, like support dropped for XP and then Windows 7. You're just going to see a lot more botnets because people aren't going to want to migrate. And, I mean, you're gonna have more zero... Well, I can't really call them 0 days if it's on an unsupported product, I guess. But yeah, Microsoft is only gonna do that thing where they patch the worst bugs that affect basically everybody. Kinda like what they did with XP. I mean, there were still a few, like, patches post-support end, or whatever you want to call it. Just... doesn't deal with these guys. Just hoping for a checkpoint. Well, that's not really that big of a deal. We just need to stay away from the grenades. Yeah, I've been using 11 on my work PC, and it's well, granted, I don't exactly have a very good work laptop. It's an HP EliteBook, and it's basically reaffirmed my hatred of HP. That thing is such a fucking piece of shit. It doesn't even handle USB-C charging correctly. I mean, it goes beyond just being like some of the issues I could definitely blame on corporate antivirus because that's all shit. But my goodness, it just reaffirms my choice to use a combination of Framework and Apple laptops. We'll put it that way. Framework for most things, Apple when I need the battery life, because I don't know. They're still pretty untouchable on that front, at least. I'm just keeping my options open, let's be honest. I don't know how things are going to go. I feel safest on Linux, which is why I'm kind of pushing in that direction pretty heavily. Wow. Okay. Oh, fuck you and your bullshit checkpoints, Halo. Holy shit. Okay, whatever. Let's do this again, I guess. Okay. HP computers are garbage. You got that right. It's actually one of the bits of disappointment I have, though, with the Framework laptop is its Thunderbolt dock compatibility is Garbo. And I think that's an AMD thing. Because I also have my old Linux laptop, which was a Lenovo ThinkPad. It's running an 11th Gen i7. 11th Gen i7. And man, oh man, that thing, you plug it in and it just works. With the Framework, I plug it in and both my screens get set to 640 by 480 with no other options. And it kind of seems like one of those situations where AMD just be like that, but considering Thunderbolt's an Intel technology, it kind of makes sense, I guess. Okay. We have all sorts of issues with USB on our EliteBooks. Oh yeah. I don't really use general USB all that much, but when it comes to USB-C charging, because I mean, they have like a standard barrel plug on those things. Oh my god, this is so tedious and annoying. Anyway. I hope these guys don't just spawn infinitely until I walk over here, because that would be really annoying. But yeah, the biggest issues I have with it are the thing just refusing to charge sometimes. Like, it'll say plugged in Windows, and again, not blaming Windows for this, it's just saying what the hardware is telling it to say. It'll say plugged in, but it won't actually use the USB-C PD. It'll just say plugged in, and it'll be discharging the battery. It's almost like it's not even negotiating properly. Oh, it's all USB. That's probably... I imagine that'd probably work better, because that would mean they'd basically have to get those issues hashed out. But then again, it's HP, so I'm not going to... so don't quote me on that, basically. Proton and Linux. The only game I haven't gotten to work is Castle of the Winds. Oh, VM 3.1. Well, in that case, you just run it under DOSBox or Box 86. So, yeah, not really a big deal, I guess. I'm not counting on my rhythm games to work. My main thing right now is to reduce my reliance on Windows. And I kind of have a bit of a plan. I was going to try, for video production, going back to USB-C cables can be kind of fussy too. Agreed, but this is with 2 different USB-C chargers, 2 different USB-C cables, and I'm using like an anchor cable on one, and then whatever came with my Framework laptop on the other. Same basic issue on both of them. No issues with the same setup charging either my Lenovo or my MacBook or any of my devices, really. They all negotiate and charge without a problem. They'll literally charge everything on those 2 setups. Like game controllers, cell phone, tablets, remote controls, because those are all USB-C charged now, which is kind of fun. There we go. Okay, there we go. Whoo! Hey, congrats, Proto. Hey, Hey, Katla, welcome. Watch stream later. Well, hope you enjoy. Whoa. Hope you enjoy me getting exploded repeatedly. Rhythm games like Guitar Hero. I don't really play Guitar Hero too much. I play Rock Band 3 on the old 360 once in a while, and then outside of that, Beatmania 2DX, Easy 2 DJ, DJ Max, stuff like that. The hardcore stuff. I don't know. Let's see. What else do we have here? I think I got caught up. There we go. Rather replace triple or double A's than have to pry open a remote. Yeah, I agree. I'm not a fan of it, but yeah, I just gotta take what I'm given. Then there's the Samsung remote that I have. I have a Samsung TV, and it has a solar charger on the back. Oh, Rhythm games on Linux. Yeah, it's mostly just getting my Steam stuff to work at this point. I guess we'll see what happens. But, yeah, I don't know. Kind of hoping for the best. Either way, it's like, if I can just reduce my Windows reliance to a single tiny partition, or just like one SSD, I'd be okay with that, honestly. Because I know I'm not going to get everything to work. Like, stuff like this. So, I mean, this requires signing into a Microsoft account. Highly doubt this is going to work well under Linux. And maybe it will. Maybe I'll be proven wrong. Who knows? But, I mean, I'm willing to try it. But, oh yeah, I was talking about the, about my video editing strategy. So obviously OBS is fine. That's a go. No problem. Going to make a serious attempt at switching to DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, I think I do have to go down here. Scary hole, here we go. Actually, let's do this first. Earth-shattering kaboom. Excellent. Oh, it hurts. And, I don't know. It was okay last time. It just didn't fit with my workflow all that well. But, yeah, I'm willing to try it again. And, I mean, that would be a very nice native approach. The other option, basically the plan B, which I'll probably use if I... That was a lot of kills. Which I'll probably use just as I'm transitioning to that, is just pretty much dumping everything onto a memory stick and just using the Adobe crap on my MacBook. And maybe just holding out hope that it, well, I don't know. I'd kind of rather switch away from Adobe, but at the same time I'm very efficient with Photoshop. And Premiere, for that matter. I mean, I have almost 1,000 videos on the channel, so yeah, you're gonna have that, I guess. Eventually you do get good at using software. Who would have thought? So, yeah, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. I'll definitely gonna keep you guys updated on that, because this is something I've been it's kind of been on the back of my mind for a while. And, just really seems like now is a very good time to start migrating over because of just shenanigans. Wow. Okay. Apple mice for the charger plugs into the bottom are the dumbest thing ever. I don't know what the fuck they were thinking with that, dude. That's so stupid. I really can't understand the mentality. I mean, I guess their logic is that, okay, you only have to charge it like once in a while, but fucking hell, dude. I mean, I've got a Logitech mouse, an MX Ergo that I'm using on my like dedicated Linux workstation, and yeah, you just plug it into the end of it. You could still use the fucking mouse. Oh, jeez. Like Max, but I'm not fond of the Apple peripherals. I like their trackpads. Those are pretty much top tier in my opinion. Although the one I have on my... Wait, where the hell? Oh god, how far did it set me back? Anyway, the one on my Framework laptop is surprisingly good. So, kudos to them for that. It's, definitely been the smoothest, like, trackpad experience I've ever had on Linux. So, yeah, I don't know. Okay, no, I'm not that far back. Never mind. Disregard. Disregard my bitchin'. Yeah, I would say, I mean, I think the biggest problem is the, with Framework is the price. It's pretty much the, you know, it's always that thing where if you produce, like, low volume, it's going to be more expensive, and that pretty much just sort of shows it off right there. Because you're going to pay more for equivalent hardware, but I think it's worth it. There's a few things, like, there's a few, like, fitment issues, like the wrist rest thing. That one's kind of, it's a little sketch, but it's not too bad. You can always just sort of bend it back into shape, but I don't know. As far as like hardware goes and overall user experience, it's been a damn nice laptop. I highly recommend it. Framework's the brand you can upgrade stuff. Yep, that's it. Ooh, almost got him. But yeah, I'm kind of curious to see what the if there's going to be an aftermarket ecosystem for that, because I don't know. I mean, everything's documented. Ooh, that looks odd, but it makes sense. Apple makes the only trackpads I actually like using. Yeah, I've even used a like one of their full-size like Magic trackpads, and honestly, yeah, they're perfectly usable, which is more than I could say about a lot of brands. Generally, I've had pretty good experience with Dell laptops, like their trackpads. But yeah, well, the funny thing about it is it's not even necessarily just the trackpads. Oh, hey. See you later, Protostar. Thanks for stopping in and putting up with our nerdy shit. But, I mean, a lot of it comes down to software. Because, I mean, realistically, when you get to the... Well, I don't know. Things might have changed, because Apple's been kind of doing a lot more internal manufacturing and design and stuff like that. But, like, back in the day, it's like... I mean, I still thought their trackpads were the best, but, I mean, they were just Synaptics trackpads. So, yeah, I think it's kind of proof that the software in a lot of cases is a lot more important than the hardware. I mean, hardware's important, don't get me wrong. I mean, for the longest time, Alps was basically discount Synaptics, and you could feel it. But I remember, like, even way back when, like, having a lot more issues with trackpads under Linux just because the software wasn't there yet. So it's like you'd have the same exact hardware, and it would just be a lot more palatable on one operating system. So, yeah. That being said, though, size and position does matter. And a larger trackpad is, I think... I mean, this is obviously dependent on the user, but I tend to like kind of a moderate track speed. And okay, there we go. So it's like if you like twitchier trackpads or a twitchier pointer, then a smaller one would probably be better for you. But I don't know, it's subjective. I just think the bigger ones are better. That's what she said. Happy they don't have touch screens. It'd be neat if they had the option, but yeah, I'm with you. I had a Surface Pro 3 for a while. Probably one of the worst devices I've ever owned, in all honesty. And I'm not even saying... I mean, that was even when I was still kind of on board the Microsoft train. It just wasn't good. There were a lot of issues with it. But, yeah, it was one of those things where it was kind of neat for a few things, but then I just never used it. Yeah, I also thought that they would blur the lines between the MacBook and the iPad. I mean, especially the iPad Pros, they're so overpowered for what they are. I mean, granted, it's one of those things where, like...
In pain, we have to find him.
Bruh. Oh, you asshole. Hey, where'd you come from? Lol, behind you. Anyway. Let's try that again. But,
Looks like another shuttle bay. We should be able to reach the control room from the 3rd level.
Wait, what? How did that... I had full health. Yeah, I'm saving that. So, Yeah, anyway. I find it a little bit odd. And I mean, granted, we're seeing a lot more stuff like music production being done on iPads. Oh no, I wasn't at full health. I'm smart. But at the same time, it just kind of feels like the power of like the M series is being squandered. Maybe a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's... Maybe it's one of the things that's still in the oven. Who the hell knows? Because Apple does tend to do that. They tend to be like, oh, well, we're never doing this. And then... then they just kind of do it. I mean, hell, look at the app ecosystem. Before, like, when the original iPhone came out, like... They pretty much, like... If you took their stance at face value, you'd think that they were vehemently against installing or allowing third-party apps to ever work. But, I don't know. From what I could tell, I kind of doubt the homebrew community was responsible for that. It feels more like it was just wasn't ready. So, I don't know. Hard to say with them. They're a very weird, fickle company. Always have been. And I don't think anything's improved since Steve Jobs passing. Okay, there we go. Little baby touch bars. I don't know if I'd call it a novelty. It's one thing to keep in mind with Macs is that they've never really been exceptionally function key heavy. The biggest problem is that no one really used it well. And I mean, part of that is because there's not a whole lot of... Ooh, baby, almost ran right into that. Part of it's because there's not a whole lot of room to actually convey information. But in certain applications that did use it, it was actually kind of nice. Of course, then again, if you're dealing with ported applications where it actually does use the function key, well, that's a bit of a different story. If you really want a touch bar Mac, I think the way to go, which granted is not really a thing anymore, they don't make them anymore, but the ones that had the trackbar and the physical escape key. I mean, that's pretty much the logical end game. Hot take, they need to bring back the rainbow logo and Claris the cow dog. Yes, definitely. They missed an opportunity with letting Flood infect hunters. Oh, dude, I'm kind of glad they missed that opportunity, for being honest. I know what you mean, though. I do remember going through this area the first time, and it was not very pleasant. Oh, boy. That's just a whole area that... Can I just do, like, maybe like that? These grenades are so weird. Well, I got something. It wasn't living. Yeah, 2019 16-inch. Yeah, that was what I had. Well, I don't know. They did eventually get rid of all the butterfly keyboards after desperately trying to fix them a few times. God, those things were not good. It was like... I remember I ended up using like one of them with the butterfly keyboard, and it was just like... I mean, they were a little snappy, I guess? But like, no travel whatsoever. It was just basically the most Johnny Ive product I think I've ever seen, and it fucking sucked. Like, he kind of seems like one of those people that just, after a certain amount of time, he ran out of people to tell him no. And kind of got him into a lot of trouble. The company as a whole. But, I don't know. What you gonna do? Anything else I need to catch up on? I think I'm good for that. Oh, I've used the Surface exactly once to set it up for a user who insisted on having one instead of a laptop. After that, I decided I'm never touching one ever again. Yeah. I'm not really even exaggerating when I say that was probably one of... Actually, no, it wasn't the worst device I've ever owned. It was the second worst. The worst one was an Asus ROG laptop. I've never seen anything grenade itself like that thing did after a year of gentle use. The biggest piece of shit I've ever used, by far. Though the Surface had some, definitely had some issues, but geez, oh man. Johnny Ive did good work with the iPod and the iPhone. He doesn't clearly get computers. Well, the other thing too is keep in mind that when he was designing those, he also had Steve Jobs, and Steve Jobs was, well, an imperfect person, but I mean, he had an eye for like practical design in a lot of cases. Aside from when it came to cubes, he had this bizarre fetish for those. It's like, generally speaking though, it's like, oh, okay, so the failed project under Steve Jobs, like let's look at the G4 Cube. That lasted like less than a year. The butterfly keyboards lasted for what, like 3 or 4, something like that. I don't know, it just wasn't... To me, it kind of seemed like in a lot of cases he was sort of like that creativity carbon rod. I don't know, I could be just completely misreading the situation, but it just kind of seemed like things went largely off the rails after he passed. Even in things that generally worked well before. And thankfully, they did eventually decide that certain things were a bad idea, and they abandoned them. Like the butterfly keyboard. Ugh. Wonder if Steve Jobs is the true creator behind Cube 1997. Hey, who knows? Steve Jobs is an angry piss baby, but a shrewd businessman and a UX god. That's a pretty fair way of putting it, actually. Can't stand bad people like Jobs. Well, hate to say it, but everything you used has been touched by a bad person. I mean, shit, look at, well, I don't know. It's just basically everything. There's just a certain mindset, I guess. It's almost, I think, kind of like almost an extension of that whole, like, quote-unquote tortured artist thing. Like, dickhead designer. Let's go with that. I don't know. Just almost seems like you have to almost, like, see and experience the world differently to really think like some of these people. But, yeah, I don't know. Which one? Oh, okay, yeah.
His vitals are fading. Please, Chief, hurry.
Cortana, we're not going to save him. We're not going to be able to save him. Come on. This is a wild keys hunt, and you know it. I should have probably been using this a little bit more. Oh well. No time like the present. It's actually one of the, I think that one of the reasons why I kind of, you know, when it comes to the whole bad people thing, why I'm kind of glad that Linus Torvalds ended up just sort of, I guess, kind of reevaluating his approach after a while. Because, I mean, he was just really off the rails for some of those things. And I remember a lot of people being very concerned about quality of code after he, quote-unquote, like, went nice. But it's like, when you really look at him, he manages to pretty much do the same... I mean, he basically manages to make the same critiques, just without insulting the person. So, I don't know. Seems to me like it's, kind of a good thing. It's actually pronounced Lee. Well, okay. I think he even kind of addressed this, but literally, like... Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god, nope! Nope! You're not gonna get me! Okay, you might, but not in that corner, at least. Anyway. He said it pretty much depends on where he is at the time. I've always said it Linus, but from what I understand, he does accept, like, Linus or Linus. Because I think, like, because, I mean, he's like, I think he speaks, like, spinach, fucking hell, Swedish, Finnish, and English, and I think each of those languages has a different pronunciation. And he's making sounds again. Yep. Torvald's learned he didn't have to be an asshole about everything. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Because, I mean, geez, if you, like, actually looked at some of his old posts, like, I can't help but wonder just how much talent, like, Linux ended up losing, just in general. Just because of that attitude. Because it's really not a good attitude. You know, it's just... Oh, hey, Kat. Welcome. I mean, it's good to be obsessive about code quality, especially when you're dealing with a product that's that
The captain,
huge.
he's one of them.
But yeah, at the same time, there's certain lines. Like telling people that,
You know what he'd expect.
oh, I don't know,
What
they
he
should have never
wants.
been born just because they make a code fuck up. That's going way over the, like, way over the line. And even people make those ridiculous arguments like, oh no, Linus has gone woke. Like, the word has lost all meaning. Shut the fuck up.
Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
But, I don't know. I think he's kind of reached a good and healthy position at this point. I guess we'll see what the future brings. That's all we can really do, but... I don't know. From what I've seen, from everything I've seen, he hasn't gotten any less obsessive over code quality. It's just, he's expressing it in a much healthier way for everyone involved. The OpenBSD got their code quality without being complete jerks about it. Wait, are you talking about the same OpenBSD? Have you seen the shit that Theo says? He's arguably worse. Unless you're referring to like NetBSD or FreeBSD? I don't know. I mean, Linus will at least apologize, even back then, but, freaking Theo, like... I remember there was like some sort of licensing dispute, and he was just, even though he was like clearly and objectively wrong, he was still acting like a dick. Jeez, there's just... I love the explosions. It's so fun. Definitely can't accuse this game of not being bombastic. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, you don't really hear about any controversies coming from the NetBSD camp. Oh shit, that doesn't open anymore. Oh god, I'm blown up.
We need to get back to
But yeah, it's, I don't know.
Go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
I do think there is, you can be too nice, just to make that clear, but... So I'm refusing to give really any criticisms. Oh, okay, it's okay, you know, that's not great, but...
We need to get back to the Pillar of Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay and find a ride.
Yeah. You have to be well measured. Okay, we'll just let them take care of each other, I guess. Holy crap, I hear nothing but explosions. It's amazing. Okay, there we go. Of course, then again, with just the way people in general talk on the internet, it's just kind of bizarre. Clearly Solaris is the future. Hell yes. So, you know, it's funny, when, like, way back in the day when, I think it was Solaris 10... Oh, fuck! Oh, that was bad. He wasn't the one I was trying to hit, obviously. Anyway, I think it was Solaris 10, when that went open source.
We need to get back to the Pillar of
Yeah,
Autumn. Let's go back to the shuttle bay
I think that was
and
the only operating system I was afraid to install. It's just... The UI was just kind of not great. And it just made me think, I'm like, okay, this is going to just wipe out all my hard drives. And I didn't have, like, a burner system at the time. So, not great. Really wanted to give it a shot, though, but it's a little bit, missed the boat on that. But I think, what was it, Illuminos? Or something like that? I know there's, like, forks of it that are still somewhat active. Whew. Looking out for Commodore OS to make a comeback. Oh, we can only hope. Amigas for all. Just kind of duck in here. Why not? You know, this pistol's actually treating me pretty well right now, I gotta say. I actually used Solaris a little bit at my, when I was going to my local college. Yeah, they were on SunOS for quite a while. Don't hear much from BSD camps in general, given they don't leave their infrastructure in embedded camps. Yeah, and yet they... I mean... It's kind of funny when you look at it, though, because BSD is probably bigger in the world now than it's been for a long time, considering, like, every Apple device is FreeBSD based. Same with every PlayStation 4, 5, maybe even 3? I don't know. But yeah, Sony's Orbis OS is BSD based. Still, nobody uses React OS. Oh, jeez, yeah. Feel bad for those folks. They lost so much progress due to that one potential license violation. I mean, not that they were... The development was exactly fast before then, but yeah, Windows development's just outpacing them on such a phenomenal level. Just, I don't know if they'll ever catch up. Although if they manage to get, like, baseline Windows 7 compatibility, that's probably... Ooh, baby. It's probably going to take them most of the way there. I don't know. What are you playing after Halo? I'm going to be playing Mass Effect. Oh, jeez! This is not where I parked my car. Jeez, oh man. Okay. Alright, we good? Yeah, we're good. Most of my limbs are intact. Gotcha! Bro, you guys are not very good at this. I mean, I'm using our own weapons against them and they're still having problems. Can you imagine if you can cook grenades in this game? That was literally right next to you, bro. So is that. Great. Okay. We got stuff going on. This is wonderful. Okay, that didn't kill anybody.
Perfect. Grab one of the escort bands.
Oh, right. You're supposed to do that. Let's see, can I pull this off? That works. I can just get shot.
Grab one of the escort banshees and use it to
Try again.
return
Yeah, I just got too many hits off. Brr, 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 brr.
the escort banshees and use it to return to
Alright, let's, oh, stop shooting me. That's illegal. I do have the sniper pistol. Oh, that stupid zoom out. I mean, I know why they do it, but... Shit. I think I need something with a bigger boom. Hey, Paul. Welcome. Doing pretty well. Playing some Halo. Alright, let's see. Do we have a health kit up here? I've never... Oh, nice checkpoint. Thanks. Alright. I don't think I checked over here for anything. And, okay, well, that really didn't do anything for me, but that's okay. What do we got here? Dual sniper pistols is what you need. Hell yes. I think the Chief can handle 2 magnums. I mean, they're not that bad. Says the person who's only fired a 44. Well, you know. Got it. Alright, well, we made it. And I do believe we're going to be going overtime to finish the fight with the Maw. Oh, man. You know what's funny? I remember a few parts over here. A few parts of this next map, but, mostly what I remember this next map for is the ending. If you know, you know. And I think most of you know. Whoa. And the horse you rode in on. Man. So much biome diversity on a freaking ring. Am I right? Yeah, the introduction to this map is just so quintessentially Bungie. It kind of hurts. Beautiful. Especially when you look at the beginning, because I mean, you figure the game more or less started off with kind of showing what the Pillar of Autumn looked like when it was actually, you know, in service. So seems kind of appropriate that this map starts off with it being in such a derelict state.
This thing is falling apart. We're not gonna make it.
Mistitude betrayals. How'd it go? Long and boring. Kind of like usual. Few frustrating parts. Again, love the banter between Chief and Cortana. Just one of those things that just kind of went missing from what I remember of the later games.
To get to the bridge. From there,
Man,
the captain's neural implant.
this is just such an appropriate way to start the map. I never really thought about it too much before, but yeah, you're pretty much starting where you ended it. And unlike in the previous maps where you're literally just retreading old ground, excuse me, unlike in those ones, with this one, oh balls, you're actually seeing it from a very different look. Like the Covenant ship we were just on, yeah, I mean it was a bit bombed out, but not like this. And granted, you could say that's just, you know, due to the amount of time that passed, but yeah. Still works, I think. There's supposed to be an earth-shattering kaboom. Donk. 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 Oh, come on. I was trying to donk the drone. Donk. What? Is that even... Okay, we'll just roll with it. Okay, well, now I have... Alright, I've got the energy weapon, which I guess would be good for the drones. Oh shoot, I'm starting to remember the reactor part of this. Fuck me. Okay. Yeah, I didn't like that part as much. Okay. Alright, that worked. Yeah, parts I remember with this map primarily are, well, this part and just the ending. The end gauntlet was very memorable. Not really looking forward to dealing with the janky vehicle physics, because I remember that getting us killed so many times, but, you know, it is what it is. I mean, I do have more ammo for that, but, yeah. Hey, look at that. 10 whole rounds. Hallelujah. Alright, so... I mean, the pistol's really tempting, but at the same time I know I'm gonna have to deal with more drones. What's more annoying, Lost Souls or these crabby things? Oh, that is such a hard decision. Because these things are basically a pause button. I mean, it's just one of those deals where they swarm you. Usually when there's no other threats. They're almost like a shield check. Lost Souls are just active menaces. See, I'd probably go with the Lost Souls. Is that gonna do anything? Oh! Oh, well. This guy's, It didn't even look like it should have connected. Oh, man. Wait, which one? Oh. What's that? Oh, okay. I think 343 decided to turn from two people who work together but care a lot about each other to whack you over the head with a love story. Yeah, that sounds about right. See, the thing is, I think repeating levels can work well in situations like this. Because, I mean... Sorry, I'm drifting away from my mic. I'm, like, actively dodging the shots, even though I'm just playing with keyboard and mouse. But... yeah, I think revisiting sections works really well in cases like this. Because there's, like, a lot more... I don't know, it just feels less like padding in this situation. I don't know. Because I mean, we're more or less doing what we did when we started the game, right? Oh, except we're fucked. Yeah, we're fucked. So, wait, where's the hunter? Did I already get him in this one? I don't know. I don't know when the checkpoint's saved. But yeah, it just... This feels like a logical throwback. This is where we started. This is where we're ending it. I think in a lot of those cases where, oh, I don't know, where you're just retreading old ground just to pad out the game, it really feels like padding. This doesn't feel like padding. Because it's not like we're doing this in one long run. It's just like the first level again. It's a somber reminder of everything. Everything we've gone through. I don't know, I'm just trying way too hard to be profound. So, there we go. Also, elites that throw grenades, what the hell's up with that? And why did they fall under the table? Well, that hit me through a wall. Okay. I guess if it hit me directly, it would have killed me, so, well, thank you for saving it when I have 1 health. Dude, what the... It's just one of those things where, it's just one of those things where I walk into a room and everything blows up, because I didn't even see how anything could have triggered an explosion down the hallway.
The bridge. You made it. Let's get to work.
Oh, get me out of here! Okay. We're good. Man, I should have really went for that one, like... that one Easter egg in the first level. The one that's really hard to get. Which is probably a good reason why I should have... It's probably a good thing I didn't go for it. Holy fudge! Oh, I forgot to give him the fuel rod guns. That's what it was. You can't pick them up in this one. That was a Halo 2 weapon. They just explode in this one. Because everything explodes in Halo 1. Alright, well, we got this.
The bridge. You made it. Let's get to work.
What do we got? How did he not die from that? That had to have gone off like right next to that dude's foot. Oh well, whatever. Dude, just have a freaking grunt rapid firing a fuel rod gun. To be honest, I'm kind of impressed. That guy, not so impressive.
The terminal is located next to the main view.
Yes, my ship. Oh man. It's just so like, I don't know. The whole vibe, it's like you look at this lush ring and then
Look what happens.
you get this.
Won't take long.
Leave home for a few days and look what
That should
happens.
give us enough
Beautiful.
time to make it to a lifeboat and put some distance between ourselves and Halo before the detonation.
I'm afraid that's out of the...
Okay, still do feel bad for the grunts. I think I mentioned this in the last stream, but yeah, my dad ended up texting me after the first Halo stream. He's like, I feel sorry for the grunts.
A local tap.
You can't
They're very
imagine how
pitiable.
exciting this is.
Pitiful.
We have a record of all of our lost time.
Oh boy, 343.
Fascinating.
I am a genius. Okay.
Oh, how I will enjoy
What was the Aqua Teen logic? We don't want to deal with lost objects, so we'll just make them explode. It's kind of like GoldenEye. Everything explodes in that game. Shoot the furniture, it explodes and does damage. It's great.
He stopped the self-destruct sequence.
Oh, how dare he!
You to fight us, Reclaimer. You cannot win.
You cannot win. Oh, give me... I have infinite lives, motherfucker. Just watch me.
All over the comm channels.
Where is he?
I'm detecting taps throughout the ship.
Okay.
As for the monitor, he's in engineering. He must be trying to take the core offline. Even if I could get the countdown restarted, I don't
Cortana
know.
looks good in purple.
How much
I'm
firepower
probably
would you need
biased
to
here.
crack one of the engine shields?
Not much. A well-placed grenade, perhaps, but why?
Oh, that Bungie levity.
Okay, I'm coming with you.
Gee, why would you want to do that?
Chief, Sentinels.
Love that way of conveniently dropping your shield. Oh, actually, it didn't keep my shield drop. That's kind of nice of them, actually.
The ship was
Just-
heavily
let's just leave.
crashed. Head to the
You could
cryo-
just leave.
We should be able to get to the engine room through there.
There we go. And again, revisiting areas we've been to. Why did you do that? I mean, I know why, but I don't like it. Thank you. Holy moly. Guys, come on. Yeah, that's, Halo Slaughter, I guess. Damn. What happened here? I know. Wait. Why can I not pick up those shotguns? Why can I not pick up those shotguns? Fine. Fine. It's funny, for as red as the screen goes, you'd think it would do more damage. Thankfully it doesn't. Yeah, like none of these shotguns have ammo. Bastards. I don't keep it loaded, son. Ooh, baby. Yep. You always come in twos. Ugh. Yeah, this is actually a good reason to use the flashlight, I guess. There we go. Took a few tries. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, you know, for whatsworth.com, I didn't know that either. I mean, the shotgun is pretty badass, but I guess I kind of underestimated just how badass it actually is. Oh, give me that. Thank you. No, nothing over... Wait, what's over here? Oh, a pistol. I have a pistol. Yeah, I really haven't used this, but I know I'm gonna have to be dealing with sentinels, and they're shielded because they're dicks. Fun fact, the reason they always come in pairs is that they station mated and bonded pairs together. That actually makes me feel kind of bad, but you know what? They attacked me first, so what am I supposed to do? Alright, it bounces off of shields. Good thing that guy wasn't shielded. Oh, that was great. That was great. Okay. Yep. So I mean about these guys being a pause button. Like, I mean, this is just kind of... Do that, run back for your shield to recharge. Then let the rest of them hit you. That way they don't bother you later on. Okay, there we go. I come back to the discussion of mated pairs. Oh, welcome back to the stream. Just discussing the birds and the bees here. It's fine. I mean, there is going to be massive... Oh, right. It's a shame you can't go back further. Oh, wait. Yeah, can't help but wonder if that's like a... Hey! Anyway, let's wait until next week when we end up playing the Alien Dating Simulator, aka Mass Effect. You can see my name on the screen. Hi, Mom! Oof. I was actually trying to get up there, but didn't really work out. Sounds better to just let him come to you, I swear. Alright. Anyway. Can't climb... Oh yeah, you can climb the ladder. Shit. You do it so little in this game. What? No. I think ladder climbing is actually more of a thing in multiplayer, if I remember correctly. Thank you for the shotgun. You gonna get up? No? Okay. I'm fine with that. Okay. There you are. It's always a little bit weird when they just... Ow. When they just kind of... No, don't hit me. My shield's down. Stop. Stop shooting me. Time out. Well, it's always a little weird when they just kind of come up behind you in an area you already cleared out. Then again, this is a big ship. So, a lot of areas they can come from. Right. Up the ladder we go. Didn't lose as much health as we usually do, so I want to consider that a good thing. Anything over on this side? Grenades. Perfect. And up we go. Oh, I thought I saw something moving. Not this time. Up here, on the other hand, ow. Again, one of those cases where the screen goes, like, beet red. Oh, balls. Didn't really mean to pick that up. It's like my Doom instincts pretty much tell me to kind of run and hide when the screen goes that red, but Chief don't seem to care. This should get him. Got him. Deal with more pause buttons. Oh, cool. And that's when the pause buttons are actually effective at hurting you in combat. Well, here we go again. It's like I just don't want to use ammo against these guys. Alright, well, now I do. Because, yeah, a lot of damage against health. Oh, for the love of... Thank you. It's always nice when enemies deliver ammo right to you. It's like the shotgunners and chain gunners in Doom. I did not think my... Oh. Okay. Alright. Retreating in the opposite direction. There we go. But yeah, I did not think my serpentine strategy was going to work that well. Alright, I just want my shield to recharge. Come on. Alright, handled. And we got one of them there, War of Attritions, that we so often run into in this game. Definitely makes the combat interesting, though. In terms of games that have just, I don't know, a bit of a slower pace to them, this definitely does a reasonably good job most of the time, I think. Too many bugs, yeah, right? Software in general, am I right? It's double meaning. Anyway. That was terrible. But yes, I do agree. Too many bugs. At least I think they're used a bit better here, though. Because, like, yeah, in most of the game, or most of the flood sections of the game, they more or less do just appear in areas where there's nothing else going on. But at least they actually put a little bit of pressure on you in that segment. Okay, there we go. I don't think that's gonna be... No, it is, okay. Oh, they're bioluminescent. How did I not notice that? Oh well. Guess they don't usually last long enough. Alright, anyone else? Nope. through the deceptively... Oh, okay. Oh boy. Okay, flashlight back on. I'm still not sure if enemies can actually see the flashlight. Someone's coming. Oh, damn it. What the hell is going on? Holy crap. How did you make it in here? I can't even tell where I am. Enemies being able to... See, I don't know if that would have been advanced for 2001. I mean, a lot of games did light detection before that, like Thief. It was just usually more of a stealth game thing. Not to say that Halo doesn't have stealth elements. So, what I need to do now is go out here. Jeez, oh man. I need to get out here before they can come in here. Oh. Cool. That's great. Well, pause button successfully hit. Let's... Come on. Recharge. That did a lot of damage. I don't know what happened with that grenade. Oh, someone died. Got him. Yeah, let's just leave. Let's just do that thing. That thing that pumpkin guy tells us to do. I mean, really, that kind of seems like a pretty viable strat for Legendary. Just sort of,
Engine room located. We're here.
I don't know, advance in the opposite direction.
Alert. The monitor has
Or just keep running.
command access.
Hey, Diego, welcome.
The only remaining option
Okay,
is
let's,
fusion reactors. That
wait for a second.
damage to destroy Halo. Don't
Alright, so this is where we have to throw the grenades into the whatchamafudgets.
and procedures. I'll walk
I...
First, we need
suck
to
at
pull
this.
back the exhaust coupling.
Well, I don't know. It's been a while since I've done it, but
That leads to the
I'm probably gonna suck at this. Well, you know. What you gonna do? There's kind of a lot going on here.
Processing matrices are realigning.
What's up, douchebag? So, what we have to do is slowly climb up. And up. Then we have to climb up here. This platforming isn't just for Doom. Oh, shoot. Do we have to... Oh, right. Yeah, it's up here. Oh, yeah, you can't jump up there. Why did they do that? Why did they do that? Yeah, you have to go all the way up here. I mean, you can definitely do that with a grenade jump, but, yeah. Oh, piss. Jeez, oh man. Game just turned into a slaughter map. I don't remember there being this many dudes, but, I mean... Oh, fuck! Okay, well... That worked out better than I thought it would. Okay, we do have normal grenades. Okay. Let's remember to change this time. Ah, good times. Everything's fine. Holy crap. Can't use too many of them, though, because we... Stop that. Oh, great. Come on. Recharge. Thank you. What did I see up there? Yeah, I need to tell you to go screw yourself today. After the video this morning, I had to listen to the first Offspring album several times. Still the last song stuck in my head. That album's a banger, man. It's kind of a shame what that group became. I mean, it's just... I think they tried way too hard to cling to that whole pop thing. And I guess I can't blame them for chasing the bag, but... at the same time, it's just... Well, I don't know. So, like... It kind of feels like I'm one of the few people that actually really like Days Go By. It just felt like a very mature album, overall. Like, it kind of felt like them actually trying to still be themselves to some extent.
Shot into the fusion reactor. Catalyst explosion.
But, like, the stuff after that Or not, well, okay, there's one album after that.
I recommend that
But yeah, it's like,
if you run out of explosives,
oh, fuck. I mean, oh, jeez, I'm, sorry, too much going on. But yeah, the, okay, there we go. Thoughts in order, somewhat. I don't think that did it. Let's just duck in this direction. But it just kind of felt like, I think, basically everything after Smash, to some extent. Maybe not so much Ixnay. Definitely everything after Americana felt like it was just trying to be popular. Oh, right, there's this little... Are you... What? Okay, there we go. I need more... I need a few more nades, maybe?
That should be enough to trigger a wildcat explosion of the engines.
Rise and Fall is the best post Ixnay. I don't know. See, I didn't really like Rise and Fall that much. Funny enough. But, hey, you know, opinions, am I right?
So that we may return to our appointed task.
Post Ixnay, I'm trying to actually even think of what my favorite was. I thought Americana was generally good. Yeah, I only actually got one of those. I suck.
Not acceptable, Reclaimer. You must surrender the construct.
Fine, I'll do it this way. Oh, that's why I wasn't waiting long enough. Is that gonna work?
Surrender the construct to me, or I will
Yes, okay, good.
offline permanently.
Okay, let's go ahead and get some health. Should be on the other side, I believe. Oh yeah, alright. Yeah, it was actually funny. One of the Offspring albums that it took me a while to really find an appreciation for was Ignition. Which, yeah, that one was probably, I'd say, probably their most punk overall.
Recategorizing data for processing and storage now.
Aside from that, I don't know. I think they're all generally good. With a few notable exceptions. With, I mean, Let the Bad Times Roll being just, I don't know. I don't think I've seen anybody who ranks that one very high, to be honest. That one basically just seemed to just ride solely on the title track, which even that wasn't really super great. I don't know if that's necessarily as depressing as like modern Green Day, but I don't know. Thankfully there's well, it doesn't take away the old stuff if they want to experiment. And Gone Away remake is on Days Go By. Oh, come on, jump on, jump. Oh, come on, show it. There we go. Is that even gonna? That didn't do it. Shit, I'm. Oh, you. Hey, I got it eventually. That was pitiful. Okay, yeah, we're talking about the Offspring.
Keep it up. Only one more fusion reactor to go.
But I do kind of like when bands experiment. And it's like with Linkin Park. A lot of people went really nutty when Linkin Park ended up kind of moving away from the whole nu metal formula. First try. Yeah, we'll go with that. Which, I don't know. I actually like a lot of Linkin Park's post-Meteora stuff. Not the biggest fan of One More Light. Is that what it was called? But, hey, you know what? I was just kind of holding out that the next one would be to my liking, but sadly that isn't going to happen. Rip Chester. But, I don't know. The way I look at it is like, it kind of drives me a little nuts when people just... I mean, act like it's the end of the world when their favorite band, like, changes genres or experiments or something like that. I try not to get too attached. Because there's so much other stuff to listen to. Thousand Suns is their second best album. Dude, yes! That is an unpopular opinion, and I'm not really sure why. I mean, not to say that Thousand Suns is perfect. I would say in terms of, like, music density, it's not that great, but in terms of being just like a concept album, yeah, I mean, I really have no problem with it. I actually quite like it. I also really like Living Things. I just can't do that right now. I don't know why. Oh, it did. Oh, yep. Okay, cool. Yeah, Cortana, we know. God, that was a clusterfuck. I don't think I've ever done it that badly.
Class 7 service corridor that runs along the ship's dorsal structure. Hurry!
Okay. I gotta say, the one band that I found that was very consistent is, that I was also listening to recently, is Periphery. Not sure how many people are into, prog metal, but I do very much enjoy them. And, oh boy, what else have I been listening to? Well, Lorna Shore, but that's going a bit to the extreme end of things. Papa Roach is still going. Yeah, true. That's one group that I really was not expecting to be hearing about in 2024. But hey, good on them. Like Living Things, but it feels like it had many filler songs. Yeah, I can agree with that. Boom. See, I just walk up to that thing and it explodes. It's great. Holy fuck. Oh, okay, good. I thought he tagged me. Oh, got him. Earth-shattering kaboom. Incubus. I never really got into them, funny enough. Oh yeah, prog is great. Just in general. Metal, rock, whatever. It's like a couple months ago I was in a Pink Floyd mood, and that is just such a good band to listen to if you're just kind of chilling. And I basically grew up listening to Rush, so shout out to my pops for that one. Rip Neil. Damn it. Go ahead and making myself shad. And then there's always Mike Portnoy rejoining Dream Theater, which is something that I don't think anybody saw coming, but I'm glad it did. Alright, got a health pack. Good. Remember 90s alt? Oh, dude, I've been listening to so much 90s alt rock. So friggin' good. Wait, is this the right? No, it's not. Oh, wait, what about the exploded? I guess I just run into it. Okay, whatever. Let's just... Or you turn? Yeah, you turn. Okay. Oh my god, turn, you piece of shit! Yeah, this is the problem with this segment. The vehicle physics break so hard. They're not great as it is, and then just this just exercises them in a way that nothing should. Hermigerd. I'm surprised I made that, to be honest. Oh, fuck. In terms of just general 90s rock, I've been, a little while ago, I got into this huge Collective Soul kick. So that was a good group to really explore, because I only really heard their radio hits, and then, yeah, their self-titled is just really good. It's one of those cases where you can definitely see why they had so many radio hits. But, yeah. Get up there, you son of a bitch. Oh, this is... Okay, I can't get away from the wall. There we go. Ooh, shine is good, yeah. Nope, 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 nope. Oh, fuck you, come on! I think there are shortcuts that you can go to here, but I don't remember where they are, so... Oh, fuck. Forgot about these. Yeah, cool. This thing is the acceleration of, like, a freaking DeLorean. And the handling of a Cybertruck. Fuck you. Okay. You know, I've never, I've heard, like, some Shinedown songs, just, like, whenever they'd pop up on, like, you know, back when I used to use Pandora. Never really, like, just sat down and listened to them, though. They've always been on my list for a while. Oh, God. Yeah, that's great. That's great. Ugh. Let's do the slalom around these pillars. Oh, jeez. I actually can honestly say I don't remember the vehicle physics being this unwieldy. But then again, I'm playing on keyboard, so there's like no nuance here. I don't know if that has anything to do with anything. Nope, not stopping. I've played this game before. I know what's gonna happen.
Cortana to Echo 419. She's gone.
See, I make things happen fastishly. Yeah, that's what we'll go with. Fastishly.
If we move now, we can make it.
Come on. Okay, that was a bit too sensual. Just waiting for Vitan to clip that one, like he clipped one of the clips, or clipped one of the things from my freaking Nerf video. I'll have to dig that up as an added bonus, because I think it's hilarious, but hey, whatever. And this is where the vehicle flips over. Called it. I hate this so much. Okay. I think I actually do have to back up and get up to speed. Because this area is a fucking disaster. Alright, let's do this. Yep, you do. If you don't have enough speed, you just die. Oh, goodness. Unfortunately, I lost a ton of health at the beginning, because at the end of this, you have to hoof it for a little while. And unlike Nightmare, fighting is... Oh god, why are you getting... Yeah, combat is not viable. I don't think this is a good idea. Why is this working? Okay, we did it. Alright, cool. GG's, we won. Alright, what do we got? Isn't the Cybertruck the best and coolest car ever made? It is, it absolutely is. I want to make Vitan.wad where it's a total audio overhaul of the mob noises and stuff. You know, it's funny, I remember him mentioning on one of my Scythe 2 videos, because in Scythe 2 map 30 is where the infamous "Ooh, I'm a cyber demon" line came from, and obviously that's going to be the wake-up sound. Vehicles, permanent ice physics, yeah. Doing Halo 2 next. No, we're going to take a break from Halo and do Mass Effect. We're just going to kind of interleave them.
Shut them down. We'll need them later.
I guess the question is, do I want to do Mass Effect OG or the Anniversary Edition? I'm not sure. Thanks for the GGs, by the way.
Fancy a look?
On the radio the other day, Lane Staley's last recording was him covering another brick in the wall. Wow. Oh, that would have been amazing. In fact, under the Chief's helmet is another helmet. I agree. I vote for the OG. I guess it depends on how well it's going to work with a modern setup.
Did anyone else make it?
Scanning.
I'll have to mess around with that. I mean, I could just do that probably this weekend. But yeah, if it's going to do one of those like silly things where it just like stretches 16 to 9 onto 38 by 9, or no, not 38. Fuck.
It's finished.
32 to 9. That's probably not going to be ideal. Play Blood 2. Oh, jeez. Please no. Literally in the cutscene, if you go out of bounds, there's another helmet. That's hilarious. Oh, Blood 2. You know, it's sad. Blood 2 was my first experience with Blood. I think I mentioned this before. Probably during Ion Fury or something, but it didn't give me a good impression of the series. It really didn't. 16 to 9 aspect ratio. I'm running an ultra wide, so if it does one of those things where it goes full screen and just stretches it, that's gonna be bad. I'm not really sure. It's been a while since I played OG Mass Effect, but I'm gonna give it a shot. If it doesn't work out, then and I can't get it to work because I already have the OG, so yeah, might as well just use that if possible. But yeah, if not, I'll just run Anniversary or whatever it's called. Super duper special edition. So anyway, let me... Ooh. I am a cyber demon. So let me just go ahead and bring this up. So, had skulls on. I had auto aim disabled. That was the only skull. Because, yeah, it seemed a bit unfair to have auto aim on with keyboard and mouse. And there we go. That's the Master Chief Collection. So, I'll just drop back to desktop. Alright, and, God. Alright, well, I don't know if you guys are ready for this. I don't think I am, but there we go. Basically, there's like a whole horde of chain gunners, and if they hear this, they will come... Yeah. Yeah. Basically, there's like a whole horde of chain gunners, and if they hear this, they will come... It's one of those things I don't remember doing it, but there was just enough hesitation. Just enough hesitation. Oh, man. Oh, also, speaking of 90s stuff, I'm going to drop this one in chat. This is incredible. So, Stone Temple Pilots doing a acoustic cover of Plush on... Well, not acoustic cover, it's their song, but an acoustic version of Plush on Headbangers Ball. It's fucking incredible. Have you ever shared your first name? Ian. My name is Ian. I guess technically you could say I shared it a while back, because I do have links to my GitHub page on all of my D-Zoned videos. Yeah, so I doxed myself a long time ago. It's fun. So, yeah, there we go. Oh, yeah, that version of Plush, like, it randomly popped up in my recommended, and, oh, great, I get a picture of Dr. Disrespect. How about we just go ahead and full screen this? That way we don't have to look at them. All right, so it's your SSN, credit card info, bank account number. All right, let me just go ahead and type that in chat. Oh, jeez, and just... Basically, there's like a whole horde of chain gunners, and if they hear this, they will come... Just... Oh, boy. It's one of those things I'm glad I didn't catch it in editing, and I just love the fact that that fit in exactly 5 seconds, which is like the minimum clip length. So, yeah. I like the credit card part. It's actually funny because I had one of my credit card numbers compromised recently. So, yeah, I guess some people are already ahead of you on that one. And they tried to use it like a whole bunch of times. Like, you got charges from like an auto repair place, Dick's Sporting Goods, Red Lobster. Oh, it's actually not bad. The company picked it up right away and basically said, did you do this? Because we declined this. If this wasn't you, you might want to freeze your card. But I love modern credit cards because they always send notifications right to your phone. Like, I think one of the reasons why I don't think I'd ever want to give up on smartphones is simply because of that. I mean, right when shit happens, you see it right away. Because this is actually the second time this happened. I'm apparently very lucky with picking vendors for things. So I think my OPSEC is okay, but you know, it is what it is. Shit happens. You know, vendors get breached and what have you. But yeah, in both cases, I was able to resolve the issue just like that. It's honestly incredible. And in both cases, it was actually like the fraud detection worked. Like it just picked it up and auto declined the transaction. So all I had to do was just open up the app, freeze the card, and then have them send me a new one. So yeah, it's great. The easiest way to keep your credit card number safe is to use other people's instead. Now, credit cards, I mean, they're not great, like when you look at the whole, I don't know, addiction side of things. But they're really good when it comes to not chargebacks. I mean, yeah, kinda. Paul, this is kind of the main reason. I mean, this is the reason my dad kind of taught me. It's not so much being in debt, but one, you get perks, which is probably paid for by the people who are in debt, for being honest. So it's like all purchases, I get like 1% to 2% cash back on all my cards. You get the ability to do chargebacks. So if you get scammed, within 90 days, you just file a dispute. They'll investigate it, and your funds will be yours still. And in cases like this, the fraud detection is generally better. I don't know how it is in Europe, but generally speaking, the fraud detection in credit cards are like significantly better than what banks have. They have improved. Banks have improved, but yeah, it's not at the same level last time I checked. And we are largely kind of going into cashless. All those arguments are marketing. Dude, I would have been out like $800 if it weren't for that. Actually more than that, because the first time someone tried to charge $1,000. So if you look at total times, I would have been out like, well, probably close to $2,000, and just out of my bank account that I would have had to just deal with until I eventually get a refund. And they probably would have gotten away with it. I mean, it's not marketing when it works. I mean, it was literally, for both of those incidents, maybe 5 to 10 minutes of my time. That's it. I didn't have to chase anything around. They took care of everything. You know, it's more to it than just that. I mean, the cash back's a nice perk, but the protection features are what I'm talking about. Like I said, I don't know how it is in Europe. It could be a completely different story. I obviously don't live there, but yeah, I mean, it saved me a lot of time and aggravation. It was just, it made my, like, literally my payment numbers being stolen stress-free. It's annoying, but very, very mildly. Europe doesn't have the credit card scheme like the USA. Yeah, I kind of figured that was more of a US construct. I'm referring more, not so much to the credit score thing, but I'm referring more to like consumer protections. I know consumer protections in Europe are generally stronger, but like when it comes to banking and things like that, like I know this has gotten better here, but for the longest time, like if you had your debit card stolen, it was going to be a very, very stressful time. But with credit cards, you just call them up, they reverse the charges, and that's it. Especially nowadays, like I said, I mean, I could literally freeze the card instantly from the app. In fact, what I could realistically do, if I really wanted to, freeze the card until I wanted to make a purchase. But all you really have to do, because if you just pay off the statement balance every month, you're not carrying a debt over. So like I said, it's still kind of skeezy because the those perks that you get, whether it be like airline miles or cashback, I mean, it's basically being paid for by both the merchants and the people who do pay high interest. But yeah, I don't know. At least over here, there's a good reason for it. That's pretty much the main reason why we tend to use them here. Like I said, this is how I was taught to use them, which, yeah, I think is a pretty healthy way of doing it. And yeah, like what Fireblue said, so you should get a beginner card immediately, pay off the statement balance as you go, get cashback perks. Never spend more than you would. Like it's one of those deals where you really have to just kind of take stock of what you have and what you can spend every month. That's the main thing. Most of the people that get in trouble with credit card debt are people who will be like, oh, well, $4,000 purchase, I'll just charge it. No, it's actually better if you save up the money, charge it, then pay it off. So, because then you know, again, American thing here, you build up your credit score, which allows you to, you know, like buy cars, houses, all that stuff. And it's one of the things here too, is that public transit is not really as big of a construct. So you tend to run into, well, a lot of situations where you pretty much need a car. People who open another line of credit to pay off the first. Oh, yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. I'll be able to buy some things I can't pay off all at once. Yeah, that's one thing. I would watch out for that, though, because carrying a balance nowadays, like, oh gosh, I think it was about 20 years ago. At least in the US. I don't know how it is in, I don't know how it is down south, but, you know, it was more or less like you'd get like 9 to 15% APR. Nowadays, it's like 25. It's pretty bad. Don't buy that much on credit for big amounts of loans. They check your income. Yeah, that's sounds about right for big loans here. It's dependent on a lot of factors. I mean, credit score does feature into that, but yeah, a lot of that's dependent on your income, your credit history, stuff like that. Barely any interest in public transport. Well, keep in mind how big the country is. I mean, not to say we didn't have the opportunity, but, you know, rail can only take you so many places. You're eventually going to get to your destination. You're going to need to jump on something else. Whether that be, well, if it's a bigger city, you can get, like, bus transit, subway. But, I mean, if you're coming out to, like, an area like mine, it's like, yeah, you can go to, like, an Amtrak station, but outside of that, local transit's going to be pretty limited. Not to mention, if you live, like, way out in the boonies, you're going to need a car. It's a much different culture, I guess. A lot of surface area. But anyway, it is time for bed. So I think I'm going to go ahead and leave y'all there. Actually, we'll do one more of this. I don't know why. This just amuses me. There's like a whole horde of chain gunners, and if they hear this, they will come... God, why? Oh, well, it's all in good fun. But, yeah. Always suck at these endings. I was probably Uber in most places. Yeah, but, I mean, deep in the country, I mean, there's some areas that are like 20, 30 minutes away from civilization. So, yeah, you could order an Uber, but it's going to be, if you need to do that often, it's going to be more cost effective to get a vehicle. So, it's just... Again, different culture. You know, what you gonna do? Keep it gangsta spec for... Wow, dude. You also have to not only trust the train to arrive, not just on time, but at all. Oh, damn. Yeah, it's another factor. I've never really rode trains anywhere. I mean, I've ridden on buses and stuff, but mostly just cars and planes. But yeah, that's kind of rough. Okay, anyway, I'm going to go ahead and call it there for real, because I could just talk all night about various things. I mean, I'm in a good mood, so. And you know what? For me, it's Friday, so I'm in a really good mood. So, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let y'all go, get to sleep, go to work, and then, I don't know, do something over the weekend. Probably make sure that Mass Effect actually works correctly before I start streaming. Imagine it's like, guys, this is awkward, but yeah. Anyway, hope you all have a good night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is in your area. And I'll see you next week. Take it easy. Basically, there's like a whole horde of chain gunners, and if they hear this,